tẹ́lẹ̀ fọ̀fọ̀. Pólé ni wọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀ yòóyò. Káyé gbogbo yé.
Joining ya na chese why she sounds ne koma ye de ba no edos ye papa or live on Fakye TV or akunya so on Facebook o say chon sato so wa follow wa like wa share we jaw message no na boa na na ma ko ye pa etimi am on YouTube Fakye TV also no more de now join here wa oba subscribe and kama pa na wa like wa share na boa now to you know ada ye pray to me area my agreement mun sem ne reba ababe rametimi era ma ne aye benada no ye won koma wodo na di UEFA Champions League you know ye jepene na ne etimi asan ato aso ochina ebesan ato aso na ne matches a ejepene atodwa no wadwenche wo ho enesen ogiri se bisi akọ yesen na wabomode etimi edi ababa be ramuna aboama ne ma de ye pa etimi edi ama 0207543637 0207543637 after no yeba fie ne aba be din komo krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko china eno be fi krodioma ena afi no anso no odwani echema na just press conference ejepene etimi e call so Black Queens of Ghana omo game omo ejo omo na so no omo etimi ene England mara no area ko akakogbo ani no ye bre na nkoma odro na ewechi no ye timi e de ma no ewram wo Egypt omo eboabo omo na WAFCON qualifier omo ene Egypt man no e de abo ani nti e hon komo no nyina e be remedy amana nkomo nkitinkiti a e no so ewechi Abi Mohammed my show Ricardo Vasobeti Omonkan Luther King eri ebeko Akakuramo ewo amanone Benas enafi Ayu Kofi Philip MP enafi sono ebi etise Gio Caesar NMC Malik Edible omunyina te chi adwumade no yedi erametimi ede amao a Rich the voice agent kamera chukwamsi awa Junior Chidi the programs manager Abe Kukuku Oche omunyina ka bomo moboa na tutuye ne remo etimi ere amount sera bedi kanka etimi ere che no wadwenche no ma nembre ba yebe kenkeri ama juicy ono luta breba no the matches ne remedy amana ne a big gamer e remo no a gamer Arsenal e host club from Atletico Madrid ojiri se sen ene besi akọ ma dwenche ne 020754 3637 0207543637. Said a special one year no oba be transi no wie bibia obebobo boso area mamo na ma hu said a matches no ebisi akona po nanema akoye pere about the other quick eba pe me man e ba no the akọ ram na ma no nsem no ato aso da mamo yeba sisia epu me ho bibi no na se komo ne ya dane mo prepare your body ma de nkwa mu ya mu ntimi nkomuni aya mu nkomuni mo nji Champions League na wu se ne disit here o once na waji Champions League da
Dabi
o once na waji Champions League da
Pacho Dabi o
but here ya jia you know you know o se wa for the Champions League e normal momo e normal mama before because probably ya bre ai
atamfu nyame atamfu enyame
tamfu de timi nyame now tamfu nyame de azenka wawu
ene de Arsenal ti junior mu nyina ka de omo pekere me Saint Africa kra yenyi bida I'm say aba nti Premier League so yenyi bida
when na match bida bara che last time in 2004 amozo mo ko be sister kra arafi ye wafe
ya fi ai
ke mate amanoni ade fire rom ne ko mauze ne game anko for her pie Arsenal Atletico Madrid na Diego Pablo Simeone against Mikel Arteta only there's our coaches na me you know omo ye good by in terms of saying defending anti na ebenya game no be ticket
and Simeone game number 750
Wow, Faretiko Madrid.
Yes.
Why you Juma pa?
Why Juma?
750.
Yes.
In all competitions.
Yes.
Wow.
What's in the match pa?
Wow.
Ken,
I call
a brother says so now now you're breaking it down, now you're touching it down, now you're knocking it down, now you're jajajam yon power running some more. Now Mammy shall so Morocco and Chay and penny for so pomo for any tenant on what password, if now password near dinner under 20, walk up a toja, or mere friend Chile, Morocco Nigeria, now some walk up from and so far celebrations and all a gusel toja. Now Mammy for way now, as a uramo me pacho various cities are nurse bibia so come for so or more celebrations no so across various cities no and no and dance enjoy ni shakakra. Nice one, so Johnny on Fakye TV. Upon se bidi motorbike, bidi abopo ya Pragia, abra a basa Morocco, or much Argentina, abomu 2-0 at Majanda 20 World Cup, a total Chile, and let's say Uramo Morocco, Vero cities as San Ghana, no Piata D, no Cape Coast, no Coco Frudia, no Pokumas Sunyane, and Crane Miamia cities outdoor, and no and Ramo Morocco, ye Checham Adamamon, Mame Shanik Sena, Wakasa Paluka Modred, on Sena a tennis star, Anna Wakan Sembi, Adiafa Luka Modric, now you present a Luka Modric, Sanque tennis player, and what did you say? A tennis player bay, and Modric, a person or Piano was in a Spanish, you find a Carlos Alcaraz, or no, and Luka Modric, a tennis player, and kind of performance, and in Piabel said Carlos Alcaraz, and no Adiaba, ye Jamu Adamam Ewumadino. So now, Mamim so Roma, about tennis, a rocket now, or Montupon CR7, at me assign at the Ama Novak Djokovic, I'm a Biaswa Kama, which I acquire me soon Kumalewa, or Gudu Babai, or Motimesh. Was saying a dear no, I'm a bear fan rocket no and no and a down and no ACR7 seal, no Biaso Adam, none water, Jean Felix, a Patrick or Saudi Arabia, or Mulikinum Edma Tima, a friend Al Nassar, not buying every and going to buy or Patrick or pay tribute, Edma CR7, now Uche Nesrawa, on San Ronaldo Shagua, or celebration or tire. Ebo Dennis Reho, not the Biafire Kama, and no and Joao Felix, as you shall go. Now, no, and your go keke, and then your 2 goals. Now, where your 3 goals hat trick, and no boy, or pay tribute and there. So, Jenny Day, no, a bounce so bad, no, Obetima Pima walk up, as Seda M. Sunkumalewa, dear, as they Ronaldo, dear, or so Dana say, no Biasu Etmia Kama, and no at the Dopamaso, I mean, Pima Jejamo. Eso Adama Mojumadian so na mamim call Vincent Company. Na minya adwuma na so mama and no bamunchen supporter good news na ba and why extending the contract what trade national at the ama bamunchen ekosi 2029 and we have Vincent Company good news me patch froba ye checham ne breaking it down eso Adama no already obaye no ma shase fa Edma Bamunchu the first season now Crawford down to no eso pay never for there as a ball up and your beautiful game and your beautiful football results in your very convincing as Kakaka what the Kun Ekwana name now the second season and a Vincent Company what me about now what upper sign as so far in the performance Hurricane goes our ball and a normal aircraft exercise operating the right direction Oko and no trade to work with 2029. Mami Bamunchin training na encrofo Erekakra and not good pace. As we a very good. Oche Boynan, you have a Pavlovich, Hurricane, and Omomaka, Nessa Ampa and their vibes in the year above Vincent Company, academy players, you know, if you ever join here, if you set Vincent Manuba, Ringat Mekon, Douglas Cardozo, Omina Tubama Noah Kujo, Evora, Omina ever joining training on Emma Piasu etmi a fan at my Bamunchin, Omo Popo Econo, and no at the Tapamaswa, me Chechamon, na Mami Fito Asna, and no Emre Stadium, Kakrabi, na game no air Babasase, Omni Atletico Madrid, na Urama Sofa, Sadia Stadium no SCT, I am ready and I am ready.
Streaming in their thousands above me, but down here in the car park is where the team bus arrives. The players walking through this entrance. Come with me and I'll show you the first image the players see as they walk in. This a memorable moment in the Champions League last season after Declan Rice scored his second incredible free kick against a team from Madrid. Not this one, not Atletico Madrid, it was Real Madrid that night, but it is Atletico Madrid who they have to beat this evening in the Champions League, and this is the way the players will walk through here, through this long corridor to get to the dressing room with views of the pitch.
And stadium wall, baby, Obiaga Foul Room, dressing room car park, and our papa when in Yata, Gideon Room, a big game of Toga, and we're 7 p.m. And when you're touching watch at your boy and come on, baby, team entrance on the dressing room, or more Ebera, not Mammy Tama, no more testing light, you know, Uramu Emerita, give me Togana Tree, and now, sir, or more testing a stadium, a light, or a say, Juma. Bibia editam bibia ebetumafa eno dawa ye jejamon eso ediamamono na me pacho mami Atletico Madrid omo possible lineup na yenye adwuma eso emfa emamo bibia nsia ono obesa se ediama ATM eno ene das goalkeeper Jano Black, Marcos Llorente, Le Norman, Clement Lenglet, Hanko, and you David Hanko, and Simone Giuliano, Sasso and Barrios, Coque Resurrection, Nico Gonzalez, and Antoine Griezmann, Julian Alvarez, or more and a Brasasiel, I'm a Piasso Ayakama, Mame Me Pacho, Noma Ditam, na Panama Nico Gonzalez, and Akosan Jesse B, na just no Cosan Barcelona Jesse, and Wakosan Okotre Air Class. Resource beto gano eno musiana yen top picture yen infonyini yen hwe na bianya kama opani penyi basa Jesse aba eso on sign obesign na osewi obetwa result beto ga e Air Classico num eso ediagum ama biaso e kama footballers omujom samba omuhwe ama biaso etimi ejeje tuje bibia eso etimi fine bibia so etimi ayekama and no at the Dobamaswa, ye church, I'm breaking it down, not yet touching it down, and no opening a sign, or sign, or sign, or sign signature there. Why any cover, and when only 2-0, at Twas Bassa, Equator 2-0, or Madridana, and no at Diaba, na Uraman Samkinaba, or Penina, your friend, a one La Porta, as what it is, as a beer tabas, a wolf. Danny cover, Gina no, and a permit to feed to be pro, set Danny cover, set La Liga Barcelona, and if you are Bobo Miami, no, a Bassa, a Sail League, no, and how be a tabas, a Babo and Tissamasa, set a Sail League, no. And the Madrid or Madrid TV, a cheating video, some of the banner, and the NSA League, and no opinion. You have one Laporta, a job to job, was some Madrid for Pamun Quasipo. Madu fopa munsumoja madu fopa omunya jombaye game no ebetoja eso ewo Miami ombekwa kobo na before decision baba omotena ase edwene ho edidi nkomo ama clubs ni jitu mu ansa La Liga and this decision as to Elpa and no edge Domami Barcelona or my rival Team Hotel ahead of Olympiacos game or more Elpa and no 4 p.m. and a Barcelona team now or more Barcelona so coach no and a touchdown or AC Aqua Hotel Aqua Reste na or more prepare to be beer me ayekama and no and that's why you're breaking it down now you're touching it down now Barcelona squad or Penny and Seflek and Del Romano and your 3 goalkeepers your goalkeeper certainly and your coaching and your me patro and Allah Ukopema defenders now Alejandro Balde Ronald Arroyo Pau Kubasel, Gerard Martin, Jules Kunte, Eric Garcia, Ena Mipacho Joffrey, Yawa Mipacho Boyna, Yeven Xavi Espa, and Alban FIFA Pedri, Femi Lopez, Mark Casado, Frankie Dion, Mark Bernard, and Urama Drew, or more FIFA anymore, good news for Obama Ferran Torres, when your medical clearance, and Tony Ferran Torres, Akatimno Nemum Andras Christensen, and then Johnny team now when you fit Talamini Shama our list now Marcus Tracy Rashford an important player at my Barcelona home and a Rooney Baji and attacking trident now a bear Rooney Baji Lamine Shama and a titration boy Rashford or more inability attack no Pierre Kama and I'm Pacho Hansi Flake and Toma Pama Piasso Ayakama and no Adeba not Mammy breakaway down as Flake the red card video na nyamba nina some boss and penny photo was the first yellow card and come on reverse so video ni dia referee Gil Manzano almost in hands Flake desana or burning some motivating team players and what you know shouting any team players and yes no burning some at the Amad referee Gil Manzano and no and referee said the report was hands Flake and burning some Edikuno such as an performance now and your dear son and no any man first yellow card and no at the tower your church I'm not breaking it down not yet touching it down not yet knocking it down the church I'm young Paul as for a damn so not a so breaking on my down as for a damn me patch my Real Madrid Mammy Alvaro Carreras and the Madrid training across a video now and your funny papa and the Madrid training on it me Barcelona boy no it me ekopa me patch to mini a chow a brom we training on man tackle bia na ensam fata na ekopa na chow na ma Madrid training ankasa na yanhwe Real Madrid training na utimi sampa ene training ba so na omo hage omo na boy na fa na Alvaro Carreras we ye funny boy ya destiny ni papa o hwama bia so tima ye kama Madrid omo training no no ene kuswa ye church among na le Trent Alexander-Arnold esu etimi be training ama bia ye kama video na abra Trent Alexander-Arnold training wo back bibia kuna Alonso dia tuka enye possible game against Juve Danny Carvajal and Trent Alexander-Arnold omo ebetma future ombetma ball no some opinion no esu edia tuka ye church am near breaking it down not ya touching it down na ya knocking it down na ya church am yom Paul esu jama na me patcho ma menya adwuma we abra push up no toga no adagule and Kamavenga obekasa press up no patcho push up omuso emienu edegu form omu jeye ama bibia so etimi ye kama no enna die sia ye church am breaking it down esu edama na Real Madrid the meti so ma kokom kakaf e da kotu kom kakaf mpanyimfo anem esom bese emomu makwan emomu njintum esa Villarreal and Barcelona omu game no Total Hard Rock Stadium ewo Miami na urama kom kakaf omu ena football no omu yaso America na ena Madrid petition ade sadia koto manem esu domba sada with the ensada nsayam emomu njintum da eno ete dopama so a ye church am breaking it down na Liverpool training no no esu etimi ebae na Dinelson sunie na yebusa Dinelson eso panyine wire fit na classico ubabobi again juve ubabana na Dinelson se ono enkwa nenim se obabo classico se omobi ebe ono odibe surprising crofo se obeka so wire fit se onye fit eno de onka na mu ono nkwa aise mumu asuntaye ewoni team eye taste wasi ewoni team kwa kupademon amanten eye taste na wajeso ewoni team ebi ene Dinelson se obebobi se omobi wasi ewoni team eno ededa na Liverpool training no esu etimi eba so ne anopaye de tuanim ese ene players no omo crisis meeting emergency meeting na players any technical team ene koshia na ene omo ye training na training run Gravenberg ono ene entimi anya training eno ededa Sunday no obeka against United omo yino edini frimo na san fitness no eye suspect eso ekakra eno edeba na ankle injury na mami anti Robertson ene drones no ono su failure do abi na wotiatia na se na ninye sade ade no failure eno anti Robertson eno eye mental eye pepa charge oye no screamer no otiam na o shouto adada malusi o training eno eye anti Robertson ne dia eno no na me pa cho ma menya adwuma eso e wo Jose Mourinho aso ye emamo o de Benfica aba abepiem na Mourinho kwasensan autographs abrown seramo ekoya o committee sa Bobby anopam de no nsem pitu anem okasa fa sa Bobby ho Jose Mourinho ena ekono kwasensan autographs ama bia so etma e kama no Papa Jose ba England onimoye saso ena ba Champions League or the Porto agi Inter Milan what the omaje into onimde oye waba just omo budget so ediniti ehunyum kakayenti Jose Mourinho mami edial ono so ekasaye fa boy na friend Nick Vortamade na omde boy ne bae enche no se boy ne se won se asase edi ama Newcastle on omo feel too much omo yada too much omo bompaye ese prebia mana boy no ebeto so pusuntina edi ama Newcastle.
Just taking everything in his stride as he has been probably the hallmark of his early time with us. I think he's just been relaxed. He looks like he's enjoying himself. He's taken on a lot of information in a short time, but then delivered that onto the pitch. The way he took his goal against Brighton, I thought was outstanding. It was an incredible finish. Unorthodox, but I think that's Nick. Generally, I think he does things.
And no, Edial, Newcastle United manager, and the Sansa not to Jamo. Na me patron, I'm not on Forest. Na omu new boss, a friend, Airson died. Na me patron, I no permitted to a name. I said, man, before she training, I say, na we video now to some part. Coach for Flapa na players no juma na we training na video na daso no na players we kwa na we yaba na bibia so aye kama me pacho oyenye mu video na bia kama no ededa na Jed Spence eso ene don no Richarlison Tottenham o training grounds ono so Richarlison so many apre o prepare bia eso atim aye kama na Chelsea eno o ma posti o se ene exactly 100 days and in there and FIFA Club World Cup and no Chelsea and a day at some kakai we are seeing now exactly 100 years and FIFA Club World Cup bibia esu etimi akama na Enzo Maresca esu etimi akasa na odin sampi atuda de dikai na no ye busano ese internal fine ono so no ya dese wajibi ana na okasa pa fan say red card do obentin oba fine no ana on fine no yente Enzo Maresca.
Hi Enzo. Just going back to not punishing players or preferring to sort of help them. Do you have is there a fine system, or do you not believe in fining players with these kind of incidents?
I think the players, they have a system between the change room, inside the change room, in terms of fine, and it's something that they manage.
Did you get a fine for your setting off against Liverpool here?
8,000. It was public, no?
Yeah, I just wondered if there was an internal one as well, obviously.
Internal one?
Yeah, like the players.
And you Enzo Maresca no sakasa pa red card na omu edidi no na ninja no se oso mbe improve omu disciplinary record se the player bibia be kama
do better. I think some of the red card we could avoid that. For instance, the last one, I think the Malo one is completely avoidable because it's 0-3, the game is finished. But as I said after Nottingham game, also the other part, the other side, that they don't want to concede, they want to continue to be aggressive. For sure, when you concede 5-6 red card, I don't know exactly how many, for sure there is something that you have to improve, and it's something that...
na owi omna so kasaye aba dilap Liam dilap or Batabe na or say very soon or closer and chair or beba back.
Yeah, and so took part of the session yesterday. We have one more session this afternoon. We see if we what we decide with him tomorrow. But as I said before Forest game, it was not something that we have to be worried about. That it's just to try to protect Enzo and protect more players that they need to be protected.
And just quickly, is there any update on Liam Delap's return, whether there's a sort of date in mind at the moment?
Yeah, Liam is very close. He's not working with us yet. He's still out, but hopefully he can start in the next.
And no, I am summer and so my rest at the tutor. Now, Chelsea defender, your friend Thompson Adarabio, on your presence life after football, over personal bay coach and I'll be running to coaching, or also say and watch it. You
do it regularly, I've noticed in Holland as well. In the final, you were in the technical area for most of the game, issuing instructions to the team, like almost like a coach. Is that part of you? Is that in you? Is that something you'd like to do one day?
I am 28, but I'm not thinking about managing right now. 28 is not that old. It is something that's in me. It's part of my leadership role within the team, and I do the same when I'm on the pitch. And
or see just 28 years now on your entry home crowd say oberam to coaching and our own realm now Mami Alan Shearer the team of the week on the Premier League in the weekend piano omo every pair or the team of the week eba now way patron the goalkeeper now Ekoma Martin Dubravka and a Kyle Walker Josh Echampon Harry Maguire and Lucas Dean Morgan Rogers Bruno Fernandez, Danny Warbeck, Jean-Philippe Mateta, Ellen Holland, Junior Crop, and our manager Odima Rubin Amorim, and no Ededoa, Yecham Adamam. Now, Mamina Twan Netherlands legends, no. Now, Ultra me pato so fire 167, a Dutch players, almost a rum Premier League, no, or my contribute to at the Ama Premier League, and no Ededoa. Now, Manchester City boy Ryan Shariki about Brian or Cotton channel reporter made to say Olusu 2 kilos a ban weight now Olusu 2 kilos Ninja boy now one quantity anya totem one kwankwe opolo one kwankwe diasa and no fro ever ye jejam adama na mame patro boy never rogi abra okopiemon e Estadio La Ceramica batch viral almost stadium sound was sharing football say the first professional career or and born game no rush stadium na anopai made it to a name esa and on bar na odika eto stadium or ekokoshe stadium kakra sadenoma etie sadenoma eko no wie mametama na omo onveli omo de section bi ni din ato so sa waje ballon d'or na de yenhwe ni ntakra. na eno de dawa ye jejam ya breaking it down na ya touching it down na ya knocking it down na ya jejam yompo eso de amam ewo dwumade no so na ye gusu breaking no ma enche ye de ebeba na abu diaby any team no so de aka nyina to aso eso de amam abra master planner eso enum nyina ta kire omo bra amia de dwumade eso de ababa bedawo na me pacho Aston Villa omo awon omo supporters no ese omo bese Europa League game omo ebebo no ma support bia mfamra emfa ense team anas on famra emfa ense kom on famra emfa ense nsam emedi enyambrasem no ma ense emfa tabia abra omo etoto ahwe ama no ma nyina so atima ye kama eso ede ama omo eno ede dawa ye jam na ya breaking it down na ya touching it down na ya knocking it down na ya jejam yompo eso ede ama ewo dwumade no so na me pacho ensema do eda bama so na demete esa ene Barcelona supporters no omsino ma befana Nico Williams eso ene me pacho after training akodavi busano eso so betima se go eda ama no ewo Champions League no yente Nico Williams.
Nico, ¿con ganas de debutar mañana en Champions?
Sí, sí, muchas.
¿Y gol? ¿Se sueña con el gol mañana?
Ojalá.
Gracias, Saúl. Nico, ¿con ganas de debutar mañana en Champions?
Sí, sí, muchas.
¿Y gol? ¿Se sueña con el gol mañana?
Ojalá.
Gracias, Saúl.
Eno ede tawa ya demam ye nyina so na nsama odoa ya boabo no ene awio Fakye TV so no ya breaking it down, touching it down, knocking it down ejejam yompo yam fansia na international ABOU DIABY any team mfa dia kanyina ento aso emamo.
Alright, so I can say a formal look at is a wajan and also a bomb dear man on income out on it's me at down where Manama Koye Pedama Millennium Constructions and car and Fato the Bra now Brabe Rama Masurian Wow. Now what dance here won't die a sono and Mamu Kama pa it's me air farmer me patrol the etier my cousin ne open dance you near Mabiata a Millennium Constructions and also Bomade it's me a contact your money bois now near Madida ye Pedama so Ghana. Anampo wa manone o pasasi ato o wasasi bu pesoton o pifiato o pesiensi monoma o fie na dada o present renovate and farmadia Millennium Constructions and also her any omudin komone eboa na ne amadeda ye pedema ma kanso medjuma no mobono ya dia no edin papa ni yiranza na eba the churches awdona hospitals awdona eba the schools awdona hostels awdona more into real estate development no omoni omwane dinsa woso a yeboa mo de so no etini eba mu nti omedwuma na omo eye ne yade a akono omo system mu 15 to 20 solid years a omoni obia enya asemoda enti contact omo ne mboa na ne amadeda ye pa etini afama kuma sebo hyen na yas junction nu nyomo number no 0244 274084 0244274084 Niambwa na Niamandida ye pen from Millennium Constructions we build your dream Judgment Dental Clinic maka era to se oseno rena dinini ezanzen confusion mo dinini ntino ya na edin so mo benya confidence kra na ya kasa woni pam na de tieni yeso wanya ha bi wo nu no sene ho a wo de nebra na dog beboa examination consultation no ebe koso root canal treatment no dodomu sen no wanya akakra obi a ya na tokro bi aba bedam o de card a ya na efenfen mo no zampa eho aka to anamon ere ne boa na na man koye pen farmer scaling and polishing zemnen kawanka wabi akeka osinimo na jeze wa ya enkono okwa ebe yiri nyina ya ohu wonu mo after no wa catch o mo se o se no o pese ye white ne ma ye bre na aye fita pa etiere ama se wanya ha obi e wo se no ho a woze bakusia e ba me sa ya na hodini nim ko braces ne e be ma medicated one ebana na ba be boara so no wenya fa odi na ne ma da ye pa area ma wo sia tu na pese ne replacing no your temporary one your permanent one so e wono na peso seal no gold and silver ni nyina Judgment Dental Clinic Limited doc already wujuma or na waboa na ne ma da ye pa etimi era ma doc se men kan cho se wom se sika hunya pa na de ba ko no ne dia ba eboa man ko fododo na niema akoye dia momo me pa cho se ni sietie o se ne sika sam no ended di nkra o de ne no eni nkomo komodidi a oni ni bedi no obere na kakra bia benye bia ode ahyase etimi area ma after no na jeso onye ska na de aka no wetwa ne kakrakra ozi nipa onkwa huhia na edu bebi nso a yedi sika na ya ade nya baro nkwa no na ne so no wo ahoden a eno na empo amane ma de di imperi amanya ne bebi a agye so omo no omo asoye nkran omo ho woro ni chemu e osunwane regi bi omo ebo adwuma obetimi afa number na oni omo etimi di nkomo 0598 731 823 0598 731 823 na 0559 139 582 0559 139 582 ni amwa na nema enko ye pen farmer dank nature healthcare complex se nemenka factor zebra na babe romo maso ni amwa na onsunya afa hodie na nema enko ye pen farmer de ya pa ya ba ko eba utu ase na ede no nam yare I say asai niema bebre don see we mu omaye no eje se debia no wiase nyina kikabu manipa no opepepepe baako na ebo modern nam yare no yetimi ekokofa emema ne manhye mudie ene ebi wo ho a aneema bi eyusu no yade etimi yereba ende azo yoba na owo nso bi gu nso na egu na ye man bi saa obonse yi nka na ama waso no neema bi aba be gu obonse nice girl po na mo a na ne sa hye ni baby no odwi na oye ne sa ya na entwe ye enimguase emmo amane man koye kra emfa mo ba de sisi baby man nche nya kono eba sa na wa yo besima eno na ya mo ba be hu a edin so mbetwe mo nya sa na beat ne ne neema koye a boys ne baba be ro beja wako oye be ma odun so na mu apai owa na wadi mu hihyo owa na nsufita bi gu no sampa wako akoti romo dank nature healthcare complex okwa yeroba fa machines awro na ya hu yare cropotia edunya na ya ma ho aduro na so egia wo na so amane ma koye di ama ompe wo peden dot mi ntu vo zo hu sensusanso bi ba enkonkono medu na ebi aduro na wo no enye ho yare no ho no ba ye be testo your machines a ebe rewura ntini ma rewura mojari mo an bebi ere be fa nya no nko e no mo so ano yare bi edunya bi a for ni chemo dank nature healthcare complex oroni echemu e wo trade pechi number 2 omo bo ejuma fadok number no Ghana baby obi aka house 0244 017 556 0244 017 556 na 0266 593 330 0266 593 330 danka na ahuto fie no okọ na kokoje waya isane mboa na niamandeda ye pa entimi emfa emma kama pa ma member on the Facebook page you know na member kenkan mo messages ne kakra emfa ma me akase dwumade no mu ni wa ye ni ho na eze mo a na ye ne mo ekabo mu di mane ya akono a niamandeda ye pa ti na yusi ono matches no also saying ebesi akọ or wadwen chere ba eba be rom on Facebook ebe kenkan on your WhatsApp line is 0207543637 amount name Taiba Lasbon Visca Basa. Good afternoon to all of us of Fakye Sport, and I'm doing the watching and listening inside King City. Baza will win massively by 3 goals plus this afternoon. Greetings to all King City guys. Nana Aipa second. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. Uzia is back again. Abu, watch you live from Drop In Pub and wishing my darling club Barcelona a very best of luck this evening. Greetings to Soja, CEO of Soja Groups, and Adon Araimo Kofi Pepsi, or inside Soja Gold, and more fire Fakye Sport Papa Pao Sikaba Capo. Good afternoon, Fakye Sports. I really appreciate your program, Fakye Sport Papa Pao, and I'm for Icon Di Colocini. I'm say Icon watch you live inside of Wasa and Konshia. Fakye Sports the best. Chumasi Alexander, Barcelona win tonight. Good afternoon, Abu. Watch you live inside Babele Laura Municipal. Wa keep up the good work. And I'm Mauze Tijani. Watch you live from Amantemono East. #1 sports station. We love you guys so much. Inside Crack House, Babrin Eselumo. And all the free by Daniel Kwame Teria. Chelsea will win tonight game. My greetings to all family at Pristia. And I'm Mauze Jemape Amwetia. Odialo Abu DIABY. Ama Sanahini Daniel. I was from Nkoko. I want to ask why you don't give update on WWE. Most of us here loves wrestling, so please, we want update from that. Berena Egremediama Kobe G. Hello, Fakye Sport. This is Paul from Takwa. Messi is the most efficient goal scorer if ever. Don't let anyone deceive you. Biaga, Fakye Sport, Papa no, watch you live from Akima Safo. Richard Boateng, good afternoon, watch you live from Tichima right now. Kofi Crespo, good job, Ray Jr. Keep up the good work. Senior man ABOU and Nanekia, I'm chatting from Ghana. Brekum City. More update about Real Madrid star boy. Watch the show live and clear at from Bimepo, Young Pablo, and the laughing emoji fire be any realm. Oliver Kwesi, fire on the bear, Kofi Ajiman Blackman. Watch you live inside Pig Farm Accra. Richard Boateng, good afternoon, ABOU. I'm watch you live from Techiman and Tunchi. Hello, ABOU. I'm Tunchi all the way from Mahafo. A young Sohala Madrid fire emoji, no, a Ramo. Filippo Kwabri Kesem ABOU. Arsenal will show you in tonight game. Greetings to my daughter from Performance HR, Felix, my mother, and Timber of Geneso, and I as a Filippo. Hashtag Fakye Sport, no. A GH Monaco, Chadis, the boys in. Hello, Fakye Sport, Glory Man United, and a Pablo Aima. Please, I have a question for Abib. Please, Bruno and Daniel Mo, who is good. Did you hear about Ebi Ram no Emmanuel Agbeto? From Puku Asion no so no Apple Modern area live from also Eddie Eramu Ewahanom. Listo Yesu Spinal. Good evening, champion DIABY. I wish my darling club Barca the best of life. Greetings to 40 Taylor TI inside Quada. So the also Apple Modern Safi GH. My bro, I'm watching live from Ija. More fire neze cancel chino sono na jezibi rum jani akakubu ijuma kobiji. Hello Fakye Sport, this is Paul from Takwem is no medika fa 8 year amount manzo de no emra erume be na ya kenkan kama pedi am na o quick ya ba ya pe e bia fo ne ba na de akerume de amount on your WhatsApp line 0207543637 na o quick ya ba ya pe de aka e to aso de amount.
Fọ̀fọ̀ polo ni wọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀ yànnà káyé wò mọ́ yé.
kesi no so still yera so tima yebo ejuma ma wadwe nche ne mbra na enwume na just a big matches in a course so big one here Arsenal Atletico Madrid send a call on Facebook making kind area on the WhatsApp line SMS 0207543637 Mauza Boni Cisco Diambo. Good afternoon Abu. I'm also live at Crasso in Brekum West District. Greetings to all the sports crew or more edge so come upon Facebook no deba eba be ramon to so de no eba Mariana Makinkeri ama. Good afternoon Fakye Sports. Please I want to ask that how many people are in Asante Koroko in 2020, which of them are there now? And the way the rocks in Rokon in the old 2022 players do those and an el Kotoko abisine or mothers will go 2022. 2022 them in show the back crowd on it. Why? Abu, your costume is really nice. Pray if I went there tonight, I will pay the cost of your shirt. Oche Godfrey inside and Coco ABB. Big shout out to Adu Ebenezer from Adenta #Fakye Sport. Onamba no mafa. Naudi Ameda. Hi Abu. Greetings to you and the crew. Today is exactly 100 days we won the Club World Cup. Happy 100 days for Chelsea fans. I'm a banger from Kejina all the Fiere Baby Ramu. Good afternoon, Abu. You and you guys are doing a great job. God bless you. Man United will play Champions League next season. Greetings to KB, Barbering Shop, ABB Market. And we are watching live from the one in ABB near King's Palace. Quality. Feno Franco. Franco in quality. Get Chamu. Hi, good evening. More update on the best team in the world champions. To be precise, Chelsea. I'm Sir William inside Seri. Assigning so special greetings to my wife, Asante Joanna inside Seri. Assigning so. And on the boys, you guys are doing great job. Yaga, Akimasa for Arsenal win by 2-0. Greetings to Ricardo. I'm watching live inside Konongo. I'm Fred. Nidion also. Hi, good afternoon, Fakye TV. My name is Obin Emmanuel. Watching live from Brekum Jene. Barcelona win by 6-0 this evening. And good afternoon, Fakye Sport. Buying all the way. We are winning tomorrow, if God willing. I'm Kofi Ima, all the way from Seria Contombra. Or on also Eddie Fieba. Ebabi Ramam Jonathan, watch you live from Ijua Ashanti region. Atletico Madrid all the way. You're also the Benjin Fancy Sewa. Barcelona all the way. Greetings to MC Achuman Wabija South. Honorable Wisdom Mosebwama Okunkom no di Ramu. All the voice note to bar. Mintimi Embo Modembo Entie Waha. Good afternoon, my darling Fakye Sport. Keep up the good work. Greetings to Varas, please. Bruno and Danny Omo, who is good. I'm Pablo Escobar. Watch you live from Amante. You're not so Eddie Eba, and good afternoon, Abu. Barcelona benefited from a referee for 18 years. Last season was not an exception. Last season was not an exception. The question is, what has changed this season? They are complaining about the same referees. Douglas, known as Sebia from Saint John of God Hospital, Dian Quanta, and Obomo, the Eddie Ramos. Spedia, Bibi Aboko there.
Alhamdulillah. What do you so here?
Mezumo wedding, Bram Kakramami.
Sedanya media. Opening. And I have another in charge of phone in Amitisu be a hoye in Komoka Krana, Yankoye. Manaya the 9th of UEFA Champions League.
Yeah.
But before said, the Champions League in common. There were 1 or 2 stories behind person make a crap before me delve into Champions League. What can say about US one?
Yeah, US, Canada,
America.
Yeah.
Okay. November 4th. Oko US about to be koso. About to na koso no enye presidential election the mayor of New York City. Abani ye kwa koto na yahwe enipa obewu ni na waso CD the incumbent as see your friend Eric Adams na 3 candidates na eko urama ubenya Zoran Kwame Mabdani Kwame ne Ghana Kwame ni bi ubenya Curtis Silva a wono kofo Donald Trump ni party na wenya Andrew Cuomo ono nso ebewuram na wakwa akohwe atry say obetimi awini anase ontimi wini as we speak Democrat for no na Omunipa Eteso. Eric Adams, a Democrat. Now, the same political party, the candidate or more presented Edna by any opinion friends, Zoran Mamdin Kwame. Kweku, he is just 34 years. Now, Utieni dia Kwame Wumi dia Nkubeka chose opinion as well Ghana ni because the Kwame ni KWAME. Said the Ghana is spelling a Kwame na, but on your Ghana ni nchi every Uganda. And now, oye American citizen. Now, what pray says he say Democrat for no emma kwan na ondi o manim. So we ni seat now and also see the boss your friend Eric Adams are all year juma e New York City. Opening na din komo sports no because oye African. Ni nchi free Uganda Africa moja ni bi ewo ni mu no. Eye politics no oye dia but we will be a upper sports pa. We stand Manchester United supporter. Recently, Nieman Kuyen from Manchester United, open for my Monte, so my council, and their far opinion friends at Amory one or count. Now, no, we share Manchester United, and also we share Liverpool. Open for many Japan or Kahubina. All didn't come or at the far elections are Airbus, Yamiadman, November 4th. No, I bought Rubin Amory Abaso. No, bought Amory Abasu, and Wamananso, and also be didn't come up at the far walk up at Airbus. No, we couldn't come out, Odino, as something Africans our interest. The reason in Tia. Me am much interested at my funny story ne Ediaba. Also, he has seen so many things air cost or internet and so ticket prices and then near my Abba Monte so Sika America for air charge. Number one, opinion is what game on Tiasi as a Nkofona umbet me about America. I'm America for any Sika. No would it be Asher or mine economy Yamanako and no Sanko for Donald Trump and then call for air for to deny them access of even coming to America. Or your position, do you understand? Baby free. Once again, in chief free Africa, you can walk up. Countries are omuba bomb pires, omunko for being visa akopa. In South Africa, for your number one, as our continent, your number one, your number two, continent, ombe person omunko for beko. Make us say, or ye American, ye, but all represent Africans' interest. And also, Ohuni say it is high time. So American, ye be sorry. So I'm better about the amano. No about the mayor of New York City. After winning the election, Obe make sure say now form with DIABY obey to make sure say Obe fight government. No one making sure say visas any conform being access at the America. Abe show walk up. Kukumbe doors no Obe fast akwa so. Number two, he thinks and believes that ye sikana kesi no echo FIFA America benefit baby for sikana but why overpricing the ticket prices. And also, ya dear Bakwa or Game one on Tias, or who they say, yes, say, you know, Sikaya Nano, your Bible boss or ha now Casa head on Babette to because demand a wolf for man will be unforced. So, Maman Casabet no opinion, they say, or who they say, baby, and near back on there. Earlier, Donald Trump ended in call for no FIFA, Jenny Infantino, call for the back coming together to understand that Agrona Yedino, you need supporters in the stadium to make sure, say, let's live in a park and it's not Omusia Kaya. Ombetime jinjo ama mabama grona ko ani but so be sa de na obi free Africa obi free Asia obi free Europe air flight from far distance e de aba oba hotel ene near aka emeka ho na o sia charge ni sika kese e wo gate he think that sa ne ba ni nyina e ya de ba ko entimemoa to ono ne campaign message ene near ma o ye nyina de say we should find a way to make sure say number one visa ebe ya accessible. Yen deny nkofo bebre entry into America mayinumu na omumetimi eme support omo man a oma qualify eba. There are other nationals omo man krampo an qualify eba but kweku omo ye football loving fans who want to go to America, who want to go to Mexico or Canada to go there being football fans no matter support the teams of their interest. These are people are genuinely tournament in the American or any other country they will still go there and watch the FIFA and find the Nancy from among the authorities of these countries any nkomo no who kwanya ombefa they will make sure say visas and in the ebe easy for obia opeso oba not ticket prices no so omo enye ni moderate say be fans ombetimi abanos kweku ombetimi ato in their numbers akwa I think that this man say obia we yi nanim say they say ogina ho eko for Africans interests our brother might not be here with us or representing Africa debakweku or yet African man job our American so for obvious reason and in the campaign message no the naminity I think that Africa for any most part of the world that a bit depriver yepa kwenya e de akọ World Cup no o support opinion friend said Mamdin said obetimi awini we ni Uganda nko abekuma hwema na Ghana na nye Uganda kwa me de ni nyina ya Africa for the entire bra kwa me achi ne wishing the very best of luck say on wini mayor no e New York City na on pushi agenda na ye campaign no business ni bebre na mra ticket prices no so Fantino ne nko for hwe na omontete so ebe boa ma ye na ebe ko World Cup ni bi no yetimi anya access after a lot of games sometimes oko tournament aya na enye wo country nko matches na wunya obehwe ogoku surprise na wo sura ebia o my dear to say Ghana ni wakwa kuduru whichever country amade Ghana beto all the 3 games no say ufiri kroma any contingent ni nyina na call ye nko ade ABOU provide ticket for you or the bekwa akwe ogoku one kasa personally maybe in Portugal be bo match Argentina be bo match Brazil be bo match Spain be bo match you want to watch that game but surprise is no e wo suru be bira usika ade beto aduane de German untime fa nkoto ticket enko match so I think that the campaign no a very good message say omo can ba on board to support the agenda opinion friends Zoran Mamdin na ebetimi aboa ama ye be ko World Cup no yenso yetimi abenefit the European moving from chairman and nkomo no na making came in here man I came across something say officially Sandike Northern Forest wanna for the Juma.
Yeah.
Okay. Nti wadam for post to Google after so share Ruby Amorin edge Europa League no. Ya permanent twice Amorin no share another so to once we as fair cry.
Janet here.
Ono na winning here no. In the space of bare 3-4 months ya permanent 2 times. Your share energy cap no eda so ti wo. Ti yama Sandai akwa ba makai esi tintintintin Northern Forest for no e dia fa Sandai ko say omo edu Gaspar mo ni mpinifo ahodo na omo take sporting decision no omo you total investigation ehun say we na the man for the project abebo omo ama bibi omo akoda na omo afi oyate balate ne starting weekend we aba start about the matches we want to see how obetuma turn the fortunes are run and menimia Ediama club at the Nottingham Forest because it is Champions League night. I'll not get much time to talk about some important issues, but they be a free or China a conjunction club. Andra MIU, the reason Manchester United is struggling. Minya time air addresses our issue, but I think that at appropriate time we'll talk about it. We in the Champions League in common. There are a lot of games coming up today.
Over there, no, so may shows or mema why it is a be away, after say what Remy but. Ma mema konfonre feed in a kakra is Olympiacos any Barcelona game no the lineup nane omodi irama sinete Barca Chesney Juskundi Eric Garcia Pau Kubasi Alejandro Balde Enfiono Yewodro Pedri ena Casado ena Nimono Femi Lopez Marcus Rashford na Lamine Yamal so Barcelona official we no mama hwe omo dress room mo kakra and the dress room on Muchana the bar. Of one dress room, I be now quanto say, born on Bokra, Ubehubu, 1-0 Misia Shannon, F-pa, papa, and Olympiacos for no swap ba. Now, Maminti Kakra. Now, I have him now, more supporters and Baby near Momo Yos, Minti Kakra. Wow, so Olympiacos announced more supporters in Ababu. I mean, we want to look at. I take it to normal. Look at it and more. I was. We Barcelona and Frankfurt they need to make it.
Say they possible. Black market they say oh baby. And you Ghana and black market too. La no Blasters match. We drew a ticket in your motor 70 cities and I go vote on 1.2.
Was the way Montreal? Now we quite take it to Rosen at the moment of degrees.
Black market, you baby. Champions League, Basso. There are so many games and you sure him. I'm not so surprised by mention for no. I extended the contract of Vincent Company. So where Juma Company a year for club by a mentioner. But who say Kofu Bri Bona Basso says since over far by no. We're developing players not only getting results for Bayern Munich, but Mikel Olise bought the best of the football under Vincent Company. Harry Kane not only tried and tested, but this is a fine wine Harry Kane. and then Bayern JC Juma or ye Yama Musiala MON-FRI ni who baller na or so they believe that even time and no move for man they made it clear saying upon the CVs any managers awodwa or me engage you or nipa or ma or more clear cut policy and the project na plan is sustainable for them the elevation company and since I offer Ejumano last season in Europe while more than homework DB said they not open but domestically he did very well about Club World Cup na sibe hu kakra or this season he is yet to taste defeat in all competitions games are wabo and evidence say Ejuma why no I will say more reward so I think that deservedly openly deserve contract extension na yeah the man ahead of the match about so you coach na okobo game now you extend your contract anymore. It motivates you, it gingers you, and I have that strong belief in it. Say, Ochina in their game, you do very well. But in the games are so and then. Kofoya now do omunkomo this year. Olympiacos, omu coach, you know, Mandeliba. Just say the women Mandeliba and they say, Pedri is making us to forget about Xavi and Iniesta. I say when you ashe Barcelona for the past 2 seasons in here. Anytime a Barca ABC Academy, so China oh show one. Who ball our Pedri eba na Kai will say gone where the days Pep Guardiola ne Barcelona no near won conform you be your friend back Xavi your friend back in the Asta say who your team na only Barcelona ebe boy Leo Messi I don't know the magical man or that say team but before say ube making sure say ubenya results tia Barcelona no forget of Leo Messi supply na nkwa say Messi team nye bibia and conform you no na omo the orchestra omo na supply ne be Leo Messi na Xavi any Iniesta Juma omumi enubeye won fifi or couplate Abrante the Jerry Sergio Busquets as the DM for Club Barcelona no and no omudi beat almost every opponent on the neighbor but also Pedri now always say you know anytime he watches Pedri play that the real Fisher Xavi any Iniesta babe year it tells you the quality a ekuta Abrante and then waka any team they say Lamine Yamal ball no bet me about 20 minutes na the 9 can ball but the 9 back in that 20 minutes or critique goal scoring opportunity. So to prevent Lamine Yamal from getting some ball now, even critique chance, you know, make sure they stop Abrante and friends Pedri from operating in the midfield of Club and friends Barcelona. If they're able to do that, then Olympiacos able to have a party. They will say, or move to results. I've seen the lineup what the 2 screens and Kweku. Now was strong belief that Barca able to win maybe 2 or 3 goals. But with the lineup of who you know. Yet I still have that belief Barca will win. But as to say that Umbenya more goals now me expecting. It is something that after seeing the lineup no, assistant me narration around the game. So I think that Barcelona what it takes to beat Olympiacos in this game. But we could be and yet more goals said it initially that I was thinking. I will still root for Barca win, but maybe a narrow victory say be 1-0 be 2-0. I don't see Barca winning more than margin now more than 2. The match I foresee Barcelona beat a difference too in the game are ABOU and then the other games are ABOU. So Emirates so this one game I need a word when you look at Arsenal 11 games so far in all competition this season we could think that Arsenal are conceding just 3 goals tells you that defensively Arsenal are very very strong when it comes to season way baller or more not only in the Premier League and 8 matches now on my bond Obekasen or more than ball as but so over the other competitions I hold or my similar kind of Ninja and more than ball for club by the other Arsenal also because over 11 matches now conceding only 3 goals it tells you that defensively team no more than ball now on the other hand for club and friends Atletico Madrid also 11 matches in all competitions and not a yet threat for team Arsenal Arsenal they are near 11 or conceding 3 no Atletico Madrid enya fine form baby sir but 11 matches almost in all competition Atletico Madrid are making sure so goal. So what it means is that every game at ATM AC Mwakai a few we na season we omanya go to so Arsenal now will resolute defender fatu three say opponent na only bono MC potent out front omanya back and forth results omuntimi en winning match away this season in all competition including La Liga Atletico wins away nyina eyefie but say all quite akwakonya results no Atletico Madrid are yet to win a game on the road. So offer or more this season in the Champions League. They've been to England before. They play Liverpool and they lost that game. Here match no. Simeone Becker said referee's decision in the MIB and favor. But and on the face of the pin sheet, I think that Arsenal for no a favorite tactically. So where the two teams and what they present, they are anticipating, expecting from Ura, your friend say Mikel Arteta, and then the counterpart, your friend say Diego Simeone. For Arsenal, in a typical 4-3-3 system, for club and friends at Arsenal, few players and an embassy in Arsenal, but so David Raya, Eda Upomu, now our back four of Calafiori, our the left side, the right side Timber, and then the 4 and 5 Magalhaes and the William Saliba. You are rest assured defensively, we are resolute. Opponent Tibia Ubeshiano, Kwekube Amom, a very good run for Omania defensively, unconsidered in their midfield trial. Kweku Zubimendi, Ewoho, Declan Rice, and then Eberechi Eze. Now, problem for Arsenal midfield. No. 2 players among the 3 now are more Zubimendi and then Declan Rice. Omunina 1 yellow card away from missing the next match, which is an away game. And I think that Mikel Arteta per se, the away match and so Konya results, he will need these 2 players present. And then maybe tackle wise, instead that because they will be thinking of say Udi yellow card the next match you miss, and then on many one Trossard, Ewoho, Gio Keres, and then Bukayo Saka, and also a leader attack for club and yet as the Kweku to think that a branch friend said Bukayo Saka. As a man for against Shedanko, Unia so any Juma YB, but since Bukayo Saka, making a debut in Champions League, Kweku 17 goals in 19 appearances. 17 goal involvement in 19 appearances, was 11, and we're making 6 assists. Since are making a debut when it comes to Champions League matches are all. If it is September 2023, so it tells you say anytime I ask the AC in Champions League, now around the Eddie Bukayo Saka air present, you are rest assured say he is one player. Ask the team then the last coin Eddie out to the Chintende. We can say for maybe player to score or player to assist in that game. Ubet consider Abranche friends Bukayo Saka. Now for Atletico Madrid, there was Simeone Makacho say on the road or Shegu, but it's difficult to obey winning 11 matches in our Shegu, but on winning our win. Tiano Fatu with him say Atletico Madrid to score likely to happen, but AB are not when Timia winning now. Oblak Edan Iponoma with a 3-back system of Hanko and then Jimenez and Linomat. Linomat a 1 player for obvious reason in this game. Atletico Madrid Ebenya go and free Julian Alvarez. I see Linomat scoring.
Defender.
Yeah. So Atletico Madrid Ebenya go ewo ne match Nas anye Julian Alvarez or informed player only the attacking for Atletico Madrid for see him scoring. Baby yes the Benya problem ewo match no mfimfino. Now what's na about 3 midfielders but Atletico Madrid about 5 because a 3-back system we need 2 wingers na echo many yeah but defensive wide they drop no mabeka or defensive unit team 5 no. How would Zubimendi and Rice they are trying to prevent a second yellow card in the game. Deal with 5 players are making sure say Ombenya numerical advantage when it comes to the midfield play. Or Llorente, no one Guillermo Simeone or the right side when it comes to the wings. No Koke and then our branch friends Barrios and Conor Gallagher. These are the 5 players are dominating Finfi and the other club friends Atletico Madrid. Now we'll throw the info of Julian Alvarez and then the most experienced branch friends Graceman also anymore trying to do everything. So for the first time. Season we ever we make Makunya 3 points and again in Champions League the second visitor over England no results never could but it is going to be very very difficult for Atletico. But I think that HCM have what it takes to get a goal. Emirates, but Arsenal will win. Over 2.5 sit perfectly in my books, but I see Arsenal win. If I was take for a prediction, I'm going for a correct score prediction of 2-1 for club and the Arsenal. Just brushing through the other matches, no predictions. Madin Keka Barcelona winning over Olympiacos. Karat, I will fail to Paphos. Call double chance for club and the Paphos. Away. Call double chance if I'm more. I don't see Karat beating them. Arsenal, they might didn't carry Borussia Dortmund. A threat to FC Copenhagen. Copenhagen fee, but to be safe over 1.5. Now, Leverkusen Paris and over 2.5. But to be better, we near a beer. Na PSG with Dembele more about back with Marquinhos more back. You'll be able to go there and get the results. Jose Mourinho might surprise Newcastle. Benfica might surprise Newcastle, but to be safe over 1.5 in that game now. PSG you know when Napoli Antonio Conte mentioning Europa is a game I'm going for a double chance for SSC Napoli in that game. In Tabakwa winning against Union St. Gallen and then Villarreal will fail to club and the Manchester City. I don't see a 1 gamer. I see Man City getting away win over 2.5 in that game. Sit perfectly, but I foresee Manchester City winning away today.
But Medasipa ma Kukuvas na onoso mametwaso. And from my Obama on Facebook, Alec Cliff. Good afternoon, Abu. Good job with your crew. I'm watching live from Kauta for Police Barracks and a Spain Boga. Zaragoza no the Abu all the way. Zaragoza man. A pretty good Chakapama. Good afternoon, Abu Dhabi. I'm watching live. Congratulations to my team Chelsea for football club for a 100-day celebration. More wins. Special greetings to Mr. Robert Coleman, the AstroTurf specialist. The Oderamu and Pedro Mardini Cruz, the best sports show. Is there born here loud and clear inside Indianapolis? Kumasi town also Kesben Junction is the main location. And I'm also Amadou Rashid and so Abomodiani and also the emoji biaba abasbody any remedy. And I'm also Basa for number page and so Babe warm me up. Eti watch church in no. Na bazazo mo mascot ya ku oha adwen pa kwa guzo on ye de me number 1 so na eba no kita ni so eba sa no me number 1 de sa mo ni bra mo so na fi so de sa da wi mo so ne mpa ebo mu edem pa uni keepers 10 kura bo be da good
of course
fa mi bra mu kakre
kwaku ma hu se mo La Liga president Jevense
abi tebas
ma hu so ne kawaya de abom One Kawaya Kuntokwa. Is because in Sama Kawaya Kana, it is a Kawaya in support of your La Liga games outside Spain. And I watch you say Sans and Semina Kawaya Kanini Nano. Bibia Niwa a distorted La Liga no than in Semina remarried TV for Nayano. Or say last season some more comfort referees so will be big car. Onko kanchiro omo se omunyai sanse na yomo kanfa referees hono enu mom ne distorted La Liga enye ye bo game away kwaku sika won e ba bibia timesesa ti sika bom ye din komo ne ye sika nie se dey say general manager frame sika nie kwaku nie no sika omo bibia timesesa and that is the more reason why Taba say can sense na but I think say game ni dey me ametina ha my opinion is something that I don't agree to it but who am I see me timedi ho nkomo but say no manoma say bia na be koso na bia timaya kama kwaku I'm happy for that 17-year-old Drew Pedro Fernandez of Barcelona. I think say what performance or done in the preseason when we call Asia Hono by Bina. He was good this season. We make key appearance for Barcelona in a game against Real Sociedad, and then officially we making a Champions League debut for team of Barcelona. Oshana ne maame Filipino ho baby, but when the name Dina to say Akraketo joining La Masia 2022. Now in 3 years no can say don't lose her. We had the opportunity to start a game for Barcelona. I crucial no go idea F. The home say we are Barcelona player. Na ola masia nim na nioma owura fe no betami obeye ye no mismanagement nya yad no sesi obebo mpa ye se e bia na nka toa so saa because toa so saa na opportunity senso ba etimi de ma basa enso la masia graduate ne bagwaku se wo hwe timi ye da ho ya se kubazi ya la masia badi onya la masia Casa donya la masia Bro ya la masia Femi ozo ya la masia
la masia no mo de call or call Man City no
en wasaba so Garcia ka ho la mi ya ma ye chairman in 11 na da ho no la masia graduate seri wo mu
obebe ejo
to hu de wu no
body one Kubasi Garcia Casado
Pedri de say yeah
Pedri de Las Palmas no buy na Femi Lopez na
yes in a starting lineup for Barcelona, a game that Barca wanting to win because the last time they played the UEFA Champions League, they lost. Barca will shake team La Masia grade Maku 8. Me personally, ABOU, I will shake team near that one now. Over players near women, you don't see it a strong team near the Adebaku. If you look at Barca, the ma Barca be Barca now, La Masia for no. So Barca starting a game near La Masia for Maku 8 in a team. There are many Barcelona for no. I want them to go back to where a more strong, but be a more and team mismanagement and bringing in players are unnecessarily then you can from Babasa because Marco Motoni Dani na buy no So with this lineup and 8 La Masia graduate, whom Asia Academy team in Barcelona, no, I think it's a good one. I hope they will get a convincing win. No matter for and sweat me more and a better to us for the players to get opportunities and make sure say Star Boy Aba, and definitely today he's going to do the job. You know, now be an answer at my camera. So I'm happy for Barca for them going back to the system that in himself and more function ye. Now be an answer at my course. So share UEFA Champions League games now Barcelona big game now big home come on here Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. Yeah. The special one that we will 2 managers need now have a point to prove. On a normal day, Arsenal and Atletico Madrid no and yet Atletico Madrid of one and see that home year and can we no count Case should I match be a match me Atletico Madrid in terms of Champions League. Because offer Champions League pedigree. Atletico for now, but brother team FN Arsenal. There are no 2 ways about it. So my finals me you. Yeah. Arsenal was saying. Arsenal was about final back. In terms of no any didn't come out. So Atletico Madrid was so team FN Arsenal. It was Champions League nim. So sang no. Such Champions League na odia and wabobra. But I wouldn't mean you walk final me no. Say you be can obra ho. Na share on my appearances and also any factor. Say Ebia, unse Atletico Madrid for the past 10 years, they be more consistent. Omo mi adoro compass na so baby kwa Fibiano mbobia. Nto no so ko break kakra. Oh still now because over time crash na new opportunity playing the Champions League na Atletico ba mu na no kra mo omo sa me bo Arsenal mo. So what I say. But Atletico Madrid for no hu omo no ma yie na nanse no minim nioma e cause wa Atletico Madrid team nim. And no ma enso it been fam mo. But this season yedi kaka it's a season that attended to the trophy. Say a Champions League, say a league no. So you are not talking about FA Cup, not Carabao Cup as a EFL Cup, no that be a mega trophy that an Arsenal fan will sit at the comfort of the house and as even at the stadium and know that be you had something. The Kofi, the two managers need now, they have a point to prove and pressure also. And this is the time I saw because one is no automatic qualification. Now it's also called boss and the one way you now go free. So I think the 2 teams in the and the special one I justice to it. But match I mentioned Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain. A match that so share TV ni now better here and so that match because match really has a big match in the but Paris Saint-Germain are defending champions and by for Liverpool now with no more mile and say no they will come in and give it by a fair because these are 2 teams that Omundano person Bobono. They are team friend by for Leverkusen are back to their 3-back system. To Ombebo, sa 3-back system, no. And we sa brand telling the minim was a Hollandi, but then it's Opoku de, send your Hollandi. And it's Poku Hollandi.
Okay, the Bonnie Morgan.
Was so a Netherlands.
The Bonnie Morgan.
I don't see a for graduate in Libya.
Easy Akma.
Easy Akma. Easy Akma. Graduate in Libya.
Yes. A whole
money nine, Chomba poet camp.
That you know, Mempai name Payonko. Niabelo.
Remember, son the engine.
So, over team now, they have experience in the team and Paris Saint-Germain for no team, no, a praka crowd, any other, but they will have everything it takes to make sure that they are taking this game away. Definitely they are going to win. But I'm going to sit behind my TV or my phone because Arsenal match you want to watch. But we don't produce goals. And so team that Maya Bibiano and so team from the Champions League. My name is a special one. I definitely a match to Baby Rum Karawaku. So share the Nottingham Forest a Nakwaku. A step forward, 2 steps back.
Plus one was 2. -1.
How? One is with 3 managers season we own. Managers with different identity and how they see football. A place that Shendai at the piano Messi. The voice in the but yeah, you who say, oh yeah, Diana, in names are this a good manager no was team of Burnley. With that typical 4-4-2 when they are imposed, when they are without the ball and typical 4-4-1-1 when they are without the ball. Any who pass no the edge or bendy. A man a lot of performance money and you may ye or bendy. If you walk Everton, no man no say kuye kakra and kuye kakra and to team ho and a free ho. He's a forest air graduate because of Bomu team ni kakra e krum one wote and masako say on manoma meye. If you look at the style of coaching and the style of play as compared to two managers already can point to the no espirito santo ye na ye pamo no it wasn't based on performance. It was me no nyadwen kind of nyoma and the more opening to team free ho. And now Angie Postecoglou buy and no a performance because you can be a manager that won the trophy with Tottenham 1 year cry. You come to a team no baby 8 games and you are yet to win a game. You can't blame the managers of Team FN not for it. The only thing you can blame them is Spirito Santo Pamon. But these are two managers that also more. They are similar in terms of attacking and in terms of keeping the the possession aspect of the game. But this man, someone that he believes in direct football. Yeah, get the ball no. Now you get the ball no high the pitch. Yes, we but on wasted time or jebo no say me bako ha na madane me wato na mabato ani bia ne de ne direct football but some shit not time for team no sisi ya kwaku omo ho ne counter attacking players that omo na see omo they want to take the ball 10 kakra no pia ball ne ade e na oba be form no ma ya adwuma o kai Burnley for no omo ano no omo ya adwuma pa Everton in before say Everton when they do not to call here to home this am share san money din am share Nottingham Forest for no the way we see your man me dear he's not the ideal man.
Oh yeah, sure.
Ebia coaches no I had the man Nottingham Forest
so the amount ya jamo here on defensive setup no uni ani omo be ye juma adu ara mo ne Milinkovic ano ze ai Maximovic also omo center back Milinkovic ena Molero sa Brazil amo ye solid rough ti uni ade de omo ye juma
no
ade ba ko ne ha no
goalkeeper no so ya ade some at cells in the depth
why eh no mo share de
no last season when the way anya the same shit
obo ho no o Everton no ade ba ko ne ha no pa defense near tight but scoring goals in be issues and no Forest team ni mu a sa de no so wo ko kakra
o wa ze we ni de wa ba no I go use chances so we be no form kakra because on it Jesus ayi djuma wo ben leader o jini di chest striker dia e to be o di ada bi jini di o
jini di pa
na me pe coach is o
but that moment say yeah he is the man what situation are not for
jini di the
man
me dear baby am tina pa dear ene Nottingham Forest for no more here because kwaku so what Nottingham Forest for no so much the Champions League bi da
tete no
omo dey Champions League no omo ko en chen yo and since omo dey Champions League no the best of my year last season performance no more than Adino and come qualify for a Champions League or Europa League no that is the best performance of Manchester United. I want to line up now to show the amount Jobo Trebaka
that sells the demo
go media now they will be playing to avoid relegation. The performance they had last season now had the Omoye League this season with the Europa League now they are going to play to survive because they are there behind me no Sandage there and they are making this but I'm happy for Vincent Company because the only person or better Vincent Company record that way La Liga nimno you right for na Pep Guardiola e Bayern Munich Bundesliga no e right for na Pep Guardiola because we share 41 games now wabono now we 2 defeats per no was a 39 wins as a say no now the point near 2.51 per game one Pep Guardiola penny 2.52 it's also a coach like this no more than one or bonagwagu uni bibi as the contract be 2027 now do be can and Bayern Munich in Western times actually say a place where players no player power here more even Carlo Ancelotti had his own share, Pep Guardiola had his own share, Thomas Tuchel had his own share. These are experienced managers in the business. But currently, as we speak, Babi a what pa, and I mean him say aside performance are ordinary on the field of play. No, I dare back more man contract extension, the calmness and peace whenever Bayern Munich team him because maybe Goretzka be Canadian to Thomas Tuchel, not Thomas Tuchel Canadian they actually rank Goretzka. But in recent times, on Bayern Munich players no complaining, and he seemed to find antidote to be
he has come to the place because if we know we share lack. Or no na aba befa buying team recent years German boys no ba kukura no face of the club. You face in the dia wa pra.
O German musiala.
Who say na say
no na ma pep mu problem.
No pra pra so yo.
The make can ti ase ala. Wa ba be meet buying team face of the club in German.
And until now didn't say
no team players you know mo ya de wu me omo nyina ho. Hurricane, Olisi no na de buy. What I say, Thomas Muller ko, a gang leader ko. Young Goretzka onya de ontini we betwe amanso bie. You should chemic ball no bodu on the German captain. But as power be and maybe no was a confer de ba. Your way no sample for you.
How he got Muller out of the team. Wasn't it peaceful?
Robert, it was sometimes your decision were from the club.
Yes,
manager will be charged.
Yes, but Sanyan be no the managers be free by Munich. He could say Bobo with the Omunia issues of Bayern Munich. Lack ne dear, maybe our better lack no. But he's been able to manage things well. And I think it's a non-1 contract extension coupled with the performance is giving on the field of
2014 Nana Germany for the World Cup. Now being players do not send an award national team.
Oh no, doesn't.
And also don't be a big guys.
No winning ball.
Also don't be a big guys. I don't know Tony Cruz you know buying. Yeah. No me a big guys. So mama come who boom some war here.
Yeah, they are.
As England for woman youth. Tamanaga you never more. Omo nyina come boom some war here.
Where they are.
So maybe about be facing that lack money there.
But could pressure about unipani anaso.
Why?
Jude.
Omrenaso. Am show bra. Why? Menaso, some of them make country amunti. I am coming this out club form.
Papa na ko pass mama no. Yakuyu papa fiman oni eye empanivu akoko. And since then, bonu kunya bi more. Nan wada wasan ibo bi awe mistake am yakosho against Bayern Munich. Pressure won us wo Germany no. And me catch you say okoko pe. Ebe yese ne bra no modern bono. They are expecting same from him. Ebi so no mo nye pe kwaku.
Fakye TV Sports Q, a very superb and excellent in giving deep analytical sports discussion. God bless you all. My greetings to two superb bosses, Big Bro and Ricardo Vaz from Akuna Matata, Minka Krom Goso Ahafo, and Odifie Baba Bebramu. Fakye TV, please, we are waiting for today's odds. I'm say Omachichi Muntikona Kofa Abu my greeting to Abib. I'm Kessie inside Serie. You also did the housing train about on a Madrid team 9-year train right out of China or Bwedi Tiana former club and far. Barcelona will surely win today's match from Owusu Lampa Serie Sanrini so and almost ready for watch you live from the chair. I am free. Keep doing the good work, Abu. Hashtag MON-FRI from Obed. And greetings to Akwesi Della of Della Electrical, Dencha. I am free, not the fee. About good afternoon, Fakye Sports. Once again, I want you to tell Kotoko to rehearse penalties. I can see wonders happening in Morocco. You are also there. Good afternoon, Abu Dhabi. I'm watching the show. Congratulations to my team, Chelsea Football Club, for the 100 days celebration of their trophy. More wins. Special greetings to Mr. Robert Coleman, the AstroTech special from Aprigu Chakapama. On Tonanda, Otobrebo, yes, for no. My husband could do fear. My job be aboko there.
Oh, DIABY, Nakopona.
Mate, Yemrum.
The CNM who say Lamine Yamal make history. Say Barcelona and the Olympiacos in Rome the UEFA Champions League group stages. But Lamine Yamal make history in the setup of FC Barcelona and even the history of UEFA Champions League because of the age or what currently as we speak. Checking age over 18 years and being the first young player to make 25 appearances in the UEFA Champions League stage. Lamine Yamal is currently the youngest player with me achieving that kind of record no Ediama FC Barcelona. It's not only been 18 years
and achieving that particular historical feat at the age of 18 years. Not only with that, but then at the age of 16 years, and our brand here friends say Lamine Yamal in that kind of derby Edema FC Barcelona at the time na Xavi Hernandez it me making sure so ordinate back and also ordinate back into the team A of FC Barcelona in that particular moment in time. The first match of boy in the UEFA Champions League, was the game that Barcelona was playing against FC Porto, and in that game he was leveled at 16 years, and at that time he was answering 83 days ahead of the 16 years now with the now break that particular record at the time not Celestine Babayaro, and so it was 16 years plus 86 days on also making the derby as far back in 1994. Now Obo Ediama the previous club and Osia can Eddie Momo at that particular material moment in time, that was last 2 years ago or last 2 seasons, we had a certain young boy called Lamine Yamal bringing into the shirt of Barcelona, and then he came to defy that particular odds and breaking that particular historical feat. Celestine Babayaro Esete Editoho at the time and Osina in the year 1994. Also, not only with that particular history, so we'll check about one of these particular youngest player with him achieving a major feat in UEFA Champions League knockout clash. It has been a certain Lamine Yamal, and with him achieving that particular feat in the Edema Barcelona. And the same thing also achieving that record under Xavi Hernandez when he was playing for Barcelona at that time. All PM in the derby in 16 years 83 days making the knockout derby Edema FC Barcelona at that material moment in time he was 16 years 223 days, so just a few days ahead of that particular record as the youngest player to actually derby that kind of FC Barcelona match. He also made sure say in the knockout stages with me cemented that kind of record Edema FC Barcelona, and also he became that youngest player to play consistently 10 number of games for FC Barcelona at the time. Was 16 years 278 days, and when you're Eddie Amano, not only with that, but then the first youngest player to score both home and away in the UEFA Champions League match, even in the group stages and also in the knockout stages. Lamine Yamal making that kind of history at that material moment in time. He had that kind of history at the age of 16 years 241 days, and all that kind of history Edema FC Barcelona, and also he became the youngest player to score in the UEFA Champions League semi-final match at the time Barcelona elbow against Inter Milan. At that time too, Lamine Yamal was 17 years and 291 days, and now Obo at the other side of FC Barcelona at the time no omobo home and away matches. Lamine Yamal was able to score in those particular games for the side of FC Barcelona, and also in making that kind of things at the other side of the FC Barcelona. It tells you say the guy has come to stay. This is a particular talent. Barcelona after Lionel Messi emerge na Obriki edge the Ballon d'Or orgy a lot of titles at FC Barcelona. Barcelona had gotten another young talent or also Obriki the G's, making sure say obetima set history at the amount on one casano in the individual performance role, and also set a good performance for the side of FC Barcelona just to enrich him in the good mileage in the Barcelona team. So I believe say 25 games being that particular young player to ever have this particular history, and I think say is a good omen for Lamine Yamal in the UEFA Champions League playing for FC Barcelona under Hansi Flick. But then a lot of matches able to me atuja in the UEFA Champions League, and one of the few matches I made to me do home is the match against the side of Manchester City and then Villarreal. So we'll check it these particular two football clubs. You actually talk about the two coaches in these particular clubs and a coach these clubs in this particular clash a bit me atuja Ediamo Toral as that particular coach for the side of Villarreal. In terms of experience, Pep Guardiola media compare Manchester City coach, it wouldn't be the same as compared to Pep Guardiola, because we are seeing Pep Guardiola, he has been able to coach FC Barcelona, winning the Champions League for them, going to Bayern Munich Football Club, winning a lot of titles, and even come to Manchester City, setting that kind of unprecedented history. Say Manchester City in the first history, say the coach winning UEFA Champions League was Pep Guardiola. So when you talk about experience wise, you wouldn't compare to the side of Pep Guardiola in that particular coaching aspect. But so we'll check it near Manchester City against the side of Villarreal. It tells you say they've remained a little bit of dominant force ahead of Villarreal in most of the matches or meeting against them. Now we should expect so we will see Pep Guardiola's side playing the normal 4-1-4-1 tactical flexibility that he always plays in the absence of Rodrigo Cascanta or no Mbobi and from Manchester City, and then we will see Josko Gvardiol playing in the left full back role, Nathan Aki Ebebo in the left centre back, Ruben Diaz Bebo in the right centre back, then you get Martin Nunes or Nobo in the right full back, then Nicolo Gonzalez Ebo as that kind of midfielder, or as a lonely pivotal midfielder, are on which might generate a lot of passes into the attacking third. The reason why I love Pep Guardiola Otimi board the 4-1-4-1 tactical flexibility is that in any time or person will tweak this particular formation from the 4-1-4-1 tactical flexibility to maybe the 4-2-4 or the side of 4-3-3 system for the side of for the Manchester City. No, it becomes very, very, very easy for Pep Guardiola to have that kind of tweaking system. You get Doku or Nobo in the far left wings for the side of Manchester City. Foden and then Reinders will become the two magical squares to meet me out pretty in the porous spaces of Villarreal. Then Bernardo Silva and Subebo in the right wing side of Manchester City, and Erling Haaland will become that kind of attacking striker on meet me attacking at the other side of Manchester City. This tells you say the four attackers plus Erling Haaland on Uji anymore as a lonely striker for Manchester City now, they becomes 5. It tells you say they create a lot of numerical superiority with Madiato into the defensive structure of Villarreal or Manchester opposing half. Then again, so when you feel Foden, who you Tijani Rangers there is a particular clear dimension. You get Phil Foden out Nubenya free road to operate in attacking third, making sure that Tijani Rangers at moment in time say the side of Manchester City a defender. Rangers will come in supporting Nico Gonzalez or Nobebo in the midfield for Manchester City. Then you get Phil Foden now as a typical number 10. Sometimes Bernardo Silva switching in from the right wing forward into the central progression manner of the attacking third of Manchester City. I'm making sure that he will have a combinative effort passes from the typical attacking creative role into the last attacking role of Erling Haaland, or me I conjure a lot of magic or score a lot of chances at the other side of Manchester City. I know very well say Manchester City meeting against Villarreal, the only player me I neutralize the ultimate dictated tempo, a dictated play in the midfield for the side of Villarreal will become a certain Thomas Partey who will be in the midfield on which my company with Parejo and then guy in that particular midfield for Villarreal. Say Uncle Banessa, that's all drop it Thomas Partey and Netora drop that's what Oshas here with Parejo and then guy in that particular midfielder. It will become a total disaster for them because I know how this Pep Guardiola switch in very well when he is playing against the Spanish club because or Spaniard, and then he know how to get good results against Spanish clubs at any moment in time, and I believe Manchester City will win and then it will be over 2.5. One particular gamer will be by all for Leverkusen and then PSG Football Club. Then again we compare the two coaches. Any of modern ball in the UEFA Champions League and the kind of experiences in most of the matches so we buy all for Leverkusen and Chebian Xabi Alonso about Real Madrid Football Club. After the departure of Xabi Alonso, they needed to go in and bring Erik ten Hag, someone who coaching Manchester United for several seasons, someone with Ajax. He was very good with Ajax Football Club and he was able to make sure so they move in the semi-finals after a long period of time. Now AFC Ajax intimate in Real Madrid. He went to the side of Manchester United, but then he deviated, coming to Bayer 04 Leverkusen, that particular middle level club. And Obianim says that club demanding in terms of major titles, in terms of winning matches, a home pressure no form. So most of us believe saying Erik ten Hag would have had a successful tenure as a coach or no. 80 saw Xabi Alonso departure, but then he ended up in most of the games of Boya, Ankoye, and Farmer the side of Bayer 04 Leverkusen, Yapamino. Then the coach has sticked to the identity and the tactical system. By all for Leverkusen, Xabi Alonso, Ashishe Edia Tour, that is the 3-back system. Over here, you will get Robert Andrich or no Ebejinaho in that particular sweeping position. Bade as the main central defender, and then Tapsoba on super support. So Bade and then Robert Andrich in that particular 3-back system. Then you get Fernandez and Alex Garcia or Nobo in that particular midfield role, typical 2 number 6. And Ebejinaho Edia decided by all for Leverkusen. Alenda Grimado as a typical left wing back, Subij down Ediama the side of Bayer for Leverkusen. Arta as a right wing back, Subij down Ediama Bayer for Leverkusen. Enimuhon will be Hoffman, Mpoku, Bijna, Enimuho Diamom, and Kofein Bijnaho as that lonely striker on Ubebo Ediama the side of Bayer for Leverkusen. But then this is a certain PSG football club. They are going to play without Fabian Ruiz. They are going to play without João Neves. But we know very well that with the squad quality, our papa is Luis Enrique Kura. So unya obi to say João Neves omba, you get a sense that Emra he will come in and play very well. So unya obia, João Neves emba, you can in Beba and then he will play it very well for the side of PSG Football Club. But then PSG in Finfi Hono, that engine, that capacitor, Otimi dictated the tempo, dictated play. Edma PSG in the midfield has been Vitinha this season for them. Even last season, he was that kind of player. Now, dictating everything in play, in possession, in making sure say the transition will be quick for the side of PSG Football Club. No, it was a certain Vitinha who was doing that particular job for the side of PSG Football Club. So we check Etroho Ediama PSG. Nuno Mendes, as usual, best left fullback currently that we have in the club football. Onubit Majinawa Ediama PSG. William Pacho as a left centre back. Zabani as a right centre back, and then Ashraf Hakimi as a right full back will also dictate the play in making sure say some more transition they are going. He loves to join the offensive traits of PSG Luis Enrique at the timer, or switch it from the 4-3-3 to the 4-2-4 tactical system, and sometimes switch in to become an inverted midfielder, supporting Lee Kang-in and Zai Emranube Kwedimu to also help Goncalo Ramos, Bradley Bacolan, and Kvaratskhelia Mube Enimo just to support Vitinha in the midfield. So it tells you say PSG you get Hakimi who will always come in as inverted midfielder and then who will try as much as possible to bring in most of the things a bit Miabwa. Say any of these particular play bit Masha, I'm tipping Kvaratskhelia and Goncalo Ramos to score tonight. And I know the PSG Football Club will win and will definitely be over 2.5. Vitinha will make a lot of accurate passes, and we should expect that Vitinha will make close to about 2 assists and then beating against the side of Bayer for Leverkusen.
Malte, meda sepa mamre na men kikan me message ne kakra ne ye na yemra fie emra mameto aso kama pa emfa emamo mauze ne ona yem Facebook page no do na join your wa omodio madwincha ba kwesi from Paul watch you live from Dubai Mutina. Please greetings to my greet my family for me Mate omojo so Abdulaziz Momoni. Good evening, my name is Aziz, watching live inside wa. I want Barcelona update. Dramana Nyakon Frank. Fantastic sports analysis by standard. Keep it up. I'm watching live from Jouru. Please, more update on Real Madrid, Hala Madrid, and how to folk. The Ronano, Mr. Lutareba, Eba Biramu, Kama Pa, ATE, Eddie, Emma. Remember on my WhatsApp line also. Now, we are there. I'm Nana Jemai from Domain Crew. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Yeah, that's it. Good day at Fakye Sport. I'm famous inside Serie. He being so Barcelona all the way Visca Barca Visca Cataluna no deba my name is Neema watching live from Abase and we was good afternoon Amandi from Cantonment. I think Ricardo Vaz was a bit lenient on saying it would take Ghanaian clubs 500 years before winning any CAF tournament. The North and South African clubs are 700 years ahead of us, and they will continue to win those trophies for years. Just 3 years ago, we can't mention 5 players of Kotoko in the 2022 team. At all, Barca will suffer this season. The assistant is now known to so many clubs. Yoreba, ABOU, no, and we saw the ABOU. Good day. Barca will win this evening from Nana to Parker for Amahini. So, and on the field, good evening, ABOU. I'm watching live from Equatorial Guinea. I'm Augustine Equatorial Guinea. And we saw Nidia Namehena Mfantoaso. Watch you live from Takrade, Manchester City, all the way. And also the Nidia Amfani Dine and Ramo. Hello, I'm Jason from Takwa. Please, if Arsenal wins the league and Victor Gyökeres gets like 15 goals in the season, will you call it a failure? I don't know. Question will be some no. Say Arsenal G League, you know. Now Gyökeres nya 15 goals are saying ebe kwa ye.
Enye failure. G League.
Okay. Mate, why? And I was ABOU. I love how Maestro do his analysis. He's good. Kwikuisha, yeah, that's it. Maestro that was in it also. But the baby Ramon Yadia, de Emma, kama panso, ewo hanom na maunze minia, and so atomin cra, any oko sunyania. Habib, there be a canezo ma atomin cra. Oh, Zorre. Green light. Green light pharmacy. Them say ya papa green light no wife na friend ma kusia na ma to men crisis ya say ohwe dwumade no na zere me ken na nje be ko ye osunyane na yakona yakwa support zoma ye chia pa na ye ma wo yako ne sere community ne nsem na ewechi no ya de a edin party ye beba na ya ba betechi mi amena na sere me ken oba paying grace amoatin eke amasewa do na afa ne aya na oledi kofi the oledi corner was here na ye koko jamu bu ejuma ntini ma de dia 7th 8th 9th November awocha on ebe koni akwa bibi am ze mbrisi no me details no ebe ba tima maton kapa nyame so nhia ne support how the my zo ma kosia oni ebusuafo ni nyina wi ye chia mo pa tima mere na menna me ho kakra bi on na me nkomra me koba na yate asimi na fa fisem no ato aso de amamo ye ba sisia aba jumadi kese no so yera mo fie na ye di nkomo kakra na ya resele niema de si etie ne de ewera ma nra yere tu anim ze bibia adida di mane niema ekoso a ni nyina ne awsisi ye ne ahwe na 2nd December the Black Queens of Ghana and England and Mariano area aboni ayon kofa kensi na press conference anu ewera mo no mama ye fe ne Aisha Johansson enso efiserion patamoba babe ramu na them really twam na ramu the CAF executive members na no nko na yoba na odaso ogbejuma na nra or the message be Emma aban no na yentin komo akra in obo de de fa ma football on the check Ghana aban.
Finally, I also want to say this to Madam Minister and all the other people that are here, and they say a lot of the things that we should do, put money into the football, all of that, but you also have to understand that football is more than just 90 minutes on the pitch. Football is more than 90 minutes. 90 minutes they play, everybody hoo-ha-ha, and then after that, what? Integrity, good governance. All of these things is what we need to train both the men and the women in our football. Football is more than 9 minutes. In our culture, how many girls will go on to play football beyond the age of, what, 22, 23? Start having babies. This is our culture. You're not going to sit around there not having a family. And so what happens when they stop playing football? That is where governance and administration of football, that's where it comes in. And this is what the FA, this is what the Ministry of Sports, this is what they need to do, go beyond. I am a football administrator. I love football. I only played football with my brothers. But I was the FA president, I was CAF executive, I was FIFA council representing Africa. I am a football administrator. These girls can be that. Because what happens 4 years after this match, or 5, 8, what happens to them? You've got to create spaces for them to be able to govern. And that is why it's so important. The coaches need to tell these girls and the men the importance of fair play, integrity in the game, because it goes a long way. That is the only way you can sit at a board in a FIFA committee or CAF and be able to apply that. So
LT no ye command Euro ni HMA na eze mami efe na Aisha Johansson abomodere to your life after football de my Mariano na also SMP for her se ne bobo ni wia ne ape bibia ye be na abo amane makuyo no life after football and I need to cry no your ba baro ejuma ya or the no ho abomodere remebo amane makoye pa ye de man the Ghana Football Association pay for confirming the U19 no the people president of the MON-FRI Club Warriors, Leslie Kuku Battles, and the Abomodi Asa retaining in Sombra. Now, the U19 boys, the management committee, no, or Mame Chair, and now no more, Maniaman Koye Pam Famo, and I know Baby to you on there. And before Bomodia, almost first meeting, no, 80 a course, meeting a course, no, now also Moko Kukushia, the technical team, no, or more management committee, ni omo Edin Komo. Na omuhu ye koye nim no entoto ombe ye beboa na under 19 no afa nto apefra sere ye ken no pipa no ebo modern amiti awe di adwuma no ma no okukruti ni fi Ghana de omoko kokuru ma no ne a omoko bobo friend matches awdo na ye senya ntie zeni nyina kan bi na sa hu sisi na rama na jese ni ohwesere ne mesiti at the technical team no na eze unze ko Nurudin Amadu etimubi around there kwabna ba queen or no so assistant nitimubi na the management committee ma oze ne yaroma omubia na ese chair na nkasa Leslie Kuku Battles na mpimfo awdo na no ebomode show mo ne omudi nkomo kwan a omefa so omo ahusiesie no ne ne mo omudi begu na kwan mo ne bebo na kontu edom ani no omasan aboabo ma no akwa aboa ma ne ma de da ye pa etimi ede amon nti esa pepe na do ni chiemo de U19 no omo asoe ya na ebo ma ne ma akoyi kama so no etimi ede amomo amusem no ye di ewram etimi ede ama yefio na yensanto aso eni nkomo kakra still yara so gianfise no ne ye kasa de a nra orwani chiemu ewo bibiani a me penalty bi ba ya na no ede kakra na after the game no bisa coach bash ze sa penalty as nkofo e kan wase na de no wo kan fa ho na as mamini kan penalty no se de ni sitie na ye hwe ni hu nkomo ne ade ade and the ball ni ti epipia so de ba no ball ne tin na atakumi kotu ball no one aban pipia so basa wasan atwe aban pa de penalty as abi was a clear penalty on a clear penalty on ba kwa lo ya aban wadwa pa
that's a penalty
mi no ya we de kwa no de naba de kwa no de naba ne kono de naba ne kono de naba
that's a penalty
we there allo dio we share that with me share ni ni ade but kumi o yejuma pa clear penalty after no coach ka say na tie sama coach ka refa penalty yo hono de o ka refa yin teams no omo ko Africa cause dey am performing in niam bi say yin tie sama na coach ba share for the ball de retuja.
I've decided not to talk about referees. In fact, I don't want to. That is their profession. And I'm happy it was shown live. When we went to Kumasi and you people showed that this and everybody was talking. Now I think you will show it again. People will talk about if it is rare penalty fine, if it is not. Because my problem that I'm trying to phantom, what I want to know is why is it that our best teams in Ghana go to Africa and they are one up 5, 6, 7. There's something wrong as a coach. That is what I always want to find out. From 1920, all the teams that have been going, look at the way, and when they go and represent Ghana as the best team. Yeah. And if a coach knows that that is the best thing for Ghana, then they go. And then 6, 4, I become worried as a coach.
Okay, all right.
So I think we have a long way to go.
I'll tell you, no, command to ya. Na eze wo kwanka command your bomb de to ya boa. Mani amakwere mamo krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko bomode ana ya mo final training session ni Romano P na o join ya na wa kakra omo di sisi omo ya kanse nya bo chena no pa na omo betu fi Ghana de omo ni ache mo Morocco game no eye Friday tie wo so omo hwe na omo eboabo omo na ebo mani amadeda ye pa e de emo omo nti krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko no na o join ya usa po mo training no ne de ewuram ni ade na ne ni da akura mo asempa na nkomodidie mu no abi say we no mo de aba no o implement ya na as o say necessary.
It's supposed to be implemented this year. Yes.
Mrs. Ankomona na no mudi na di kan no e na okasere fa players o mo say is o mo ji okroma no e na o chese kotoko ne has e na ye teams o be kase o mo timi twa o mo players ne ka ne we ni ayaba orientin some o kere for players series no na nchimu ana obo mo de ani ram.
Apart from Kotoko House of Folk, no team ever Ghana ha. I would hear more than 3,000. Me be kasa di we wa ha. Ube kai pa tie fo a omo tie be kaya. Me be kasa asem no wa kan say. Yeah. For instance, Kotoko etuya more than me, the least paid player currently in Kotoko is 5,000 plus. It's here again and again and again. Mr. Apart from House of Folk and Kotoko, can be a nigga now more than 3,000. They say, minimum dia make. Apart from these two elite as Kotoko, where Obi any more than 3,000 Ghana because they dey won come power. They dey won come raw. But I am me say, Obi club chairman, one administrators, almost here, almost family. Now, one of us are no fee, the was here. Yeah, that's salary I say, money on fee, no standing on fee. Everywhere or the buy or see minimum standing on him. The all can say. The fact that we are standing on fee doesn't mean sense we are less than 1,500. That is it. Wisdom, FA policy.
I'll tell no your commodity to just apart from us in the Kotoko, you need to TV to me, 3,000 Ghana cedis. No, we around these anti crocodile all cancer. You only cry and 5,000 on play or Joe Kotokopa JBS. See, then also about the yard.
You say you're 25,000. I'm telling you, sir, but I will not sit here saying that I will not say idea. I was a player. Contracting the salary about Bonti and Kayasan player and I can't be Bonti. No, say your
the command need Akunia, the Kotoko BJ 25,000, but more player could come on Bomoderi to Jan. I am Mr. Palmer from Leon. Barca need to do something this time round. That's all more leading 1-0. Femi Lopez, hi, Fakye Sports, you are doing a great job. Your Bomodi Edeba Babi Ramo. And so, and no, over Serenimesi kwa matches Dorona, Egusua, Ekoso, Mauzene, Asutia Pele, was yes, indeed, you are doing a great job. Please, we need DIABY back in the squad, please. That I could feel Fakye, MON-FRI. Maestro just make this analysis simple. Too good, versatile. Big ups, Maestro. You're too dry and on Abib. Brahma me na ye nkoye ni mi ade a me say what it in common be ni
but when we started from
penalty ni there was a clear penalty.
Yeah, clear penalty. But when we started from under 19, finally the first meeting of the newly constituted Ghana U19 boys management this year, and last year now it was a one-man show. The entire 1 year period, it was solely run by President for VC Warriors, Leslie Kuku Battles.
Yeah.
He was the coordinator now, or coordinating ABOU. So he brought on board Nana Kuka, Nana Kuka, to come and assist him now. They did a very good job in that period of 1 year. I keep on saying, say, national team is not being founded by the government or the Football Association yet. Obutimi at the contingent, it took a free Ghana, Equaman, and the Kobo game against Zurich and the Basel, and yeah, it tells you a Juma Opinino single handedly a year, and Pennyforce, I'm for the training to us. So, because of what he did, now the FA deemed it fit, say, going forward, he would need support from few individuals on board, making sure, say, at the end of the air train, no responsibilities, so the reason. Yaruma of Tishima Liberty, any Adam Penifua Hoduakano, Abekaho, and then the technical department has been reconstituted. Now, she say, Uchamadu Aba on board, or Babe, the head coach, and Rebequena last time, Oduamu, Ulidio Udu 2, when they still there as the assistant coach, or by introduce a few people being a goalkeeper's trainer, and then a few individuals are on board a council. So, the chairman himself, Leslie Kuku Battles, David Fred said, they need to meet officially, formally, now proper introduction and cause will be who the rules are. The assignment are at that or when now the Football Association, I can the FA president and also the chairman for the under 19. They said, a department back one and the ABOU because of what they
go.
Yes, GAU equipment officer.
Okay.
And Ajumana in the first one, this time around, they need to make sure so double up effort. Utuado recently visited the chairman, said a lot of things to him, saying they need those players to promote them into the under 20 and then the U23 to some extent. Be a local boys are then the local teams also benefit the local black stars any ever benefited the afro. Now in the meeting, things that transpired and they said Kuku on the 17th to 27th of January 2026, team will still embark on another European tour.
Oh, okay.
To make sure say so if it and they are formally meeting and then nationwide tour, MSA said previously, to select players. We be more a part of the team that are based on performance now. If age, the age bracket now they still qualifies, and then there are new phases. They will have to go around the nation to make sure say proper scouting. Also, qualify then they select you among the team. I've been told they said on the 17th to 27th, they will be traveling to Finland and then Sweden to play some important teams are those two nations. And then likely, say, team MSI about matches maybe or Germany, and then there is UK along the line AD home come. But the first one now in January, Finland and then Sweden, and then to some extent Germany. The whole games has not been booked yet. So basically, these were the things that a transfer meeting and all the people on board our committee ideas, and then the FA are giving their full backing and almost full support. They say the under 19 will also become one of the national teams produce a lot of talent and the other various national teams. So from there, the 17 those are the potentials to fit into the under 19 because our succession plan. Those players almost a move into the U19, then from there they are graduate to the 20 transition and succession into the senior national team proper. Moving from the U19. Need a ko asem na waka no efa baby he might be right efa baby or you're wrong. You see, I am na ade ha adwene ne say ye wo enema bebiri a kotokwane house think that it is omunko the reason omumi enu so brede is ade ne ka ho.
Oh, okay.
Owu ni say Ghana no ball na omumi enu. It is true they are the two powerhouse, but the truth of the matter is that and that football na ko denima tra sa level na na e wo mrebi busa ho say e dey na mema kotokwane house akọ player ho. Na player no smaller clubs ni bi ebetimi alio omo e dey free kotokwane house nsem. It is not only about sporting projects in Nkoa. Because small clubs no offer platform and opportunity. Players ni betimi eja or ako. Sometimes some of those clubs also offer monetary and yema. Kotokwane house ebia omuno omo apa. The player who is back kotokwane mama me 1 city, mama house mama me 1 city. Now unnecessary pressure mama me so politics ne yema dey mean to me. Now me call another team. Yema be the same 1 city. Benjamin sum you abo they prefer there. Sana Kotokodi, Charles Jeffrey Kamarachi.
Yeah.
And then Diana Stars a father. Diana Stars paid salary, I so say the Nakotoko offer boy. It is a Nida Kose Kotoko, the least paid 5,000. Now we has no Kotoko for more back will be in 3,000. Why did Charles Kamara Jeffrey echo Diana Stars? Diana paid more than the salary Kotoko offered him. Mintina make us say, obey me, I right for you because who breaking it down. Now, in the total, so what's striking the evening, and no Kotokwane house the air through. And once again, now cassette sign you on free ending the year 8. The difference is that Kotokwane house are moving from the year signing on fee stage in the area. So, Obanas 100,000 the Edema Afia. You better the good salary to basic salary, no, ABI 3,000. By your chair 100,000, no, ABI 2 years, no, a good, no, Muslimia, you have to tell you, but come on, there, do ABI 6,000. And this what the TD Aguni panel so one man a physical cash assigning on fee. 100,000 and count the man for 2 years and now 3 years. No, what the Aguni basic salary of 2,000 so and now pushing the 5,000 and 6,000. Now Diana Stars ever the same player no say met your salary of 3,000 at the amount. Now say about signing on fee of maybe 100,000 now so we break down the same thing. And the same thing until they are not doing so much. More than the smaller clubs are still paying signing on fee and giving salaries up to 3,000. You Kotoko House to folk are not giving the signing on fee, but who divide this kind of goes? It is up to the individual. We could do a Habakasa so major 5,000 mean to me save and fat bobra because a besono the expenses better also. Why don't I go to be a major 3,000? Then I get a cash down of 100,000, making there and starting something for myself. We need to say who angle that be free by now. It will be choose no. He said, oh, trust no why the pros and cons are. The Kotoko House to folk are not paying too much, exceeding what the smaller clubs are doing. Yes, I had there a more so because of me a Kotoko, because of me a how to folk. But the reality is that now the smaller clubs are also pushing. For a team to say Samates, for a team to say BBN Gold Stars, for a team to say Adriana Stars, then for a team to say Mediama. All these teams are paying so well. So teams they are paying so well. Almost signing on fee. And you know, over sure Mudi no have players be I can say for them become win team form. I bet you know come Diaba. I bet you know ko Adriana. I bet you know ko Gold Stars. I bet you know ko Samates. Enti Kotokwane house nti as say omo ye big na dey scan no mutua but den keto no omo akiri kakra omo nso pushi ba. Na yenyi the smaller club no she need for. Let's concentrate. How best can we help yen clubs ni na no mako many? How best Kotokwane house no? Most mo ya akese no. Move free the shows of Ghana and keto ane kwa results no mo jiba ko gunya no na akese for ne jiba.
No.
But this safudu ku akoka say work team no we overhype. Na me pese me address no. Who ti ufi obi aba be hye o se o team ni overhype. Ball na wo hwe ye no. Kotoko ball ne che kwaku ye bobo wi a ye ka de wi ya na de bobo.
You are in your car.
Obi aba ufi aba be hye o se omo bobo che omo na omo over hype Ghana and chop for the hype omo. Kotoko nko Morocco Friday. No omo ko hye work enu ye wi a ye be gia tum so work for the over hype. Until then, ene ya etia sisi a ye ka sei. Se Jankopon ba da work aba hye Kotoko krumo obi bwana.
Yeah.
Until then, let nobody deceive anybody. the world team was not overhyped. Omi ni board the person kotoko. A gospel truth. Just a old person of kind of correct. Obu quality and free the first person. I compare the last person, including the technical. But they are better than Kotoko. Let's face the reality. Akwoku obi tuya player ka $40,000. And then your quality be tuya ka $40,000. I say the highest paid player or Kotoko di $25,000. 25,000, $25 there. He drew $2,000 and drew $2,000 and I'm a boy. Is it $1,000? Say, bare 100 million.
Yeah.
If I say $2,500, obije 40,000.
Abi Mate.
As a man who can't tell. Matthew Hayford, minim said to her boy, we saw say, we are replay here and come cast about in your penalty.
Or not, share that can't you are saying,
you see, but said you see, can so example, which answer.
Yeah, a refugee. Oh. Amo niema bi ni de ekoso ti so ba kroma niema bi esi ene ade no tells you say e kan obi ni 18 ni bi kwa Africa omo ntimi perform do a wan shada nkan si do ase
maybe dey simple oba Kumasi say sa ball na dey che betra haka say yesisi no me wana we yesisi no e clear penalty say wo de ya make to say we a penalty say bo we penalty I don't know the ball man say penalty beam there was a contact watch it clear or 10 na look at him na 90 fan no defender is stopping player and 90 fan or blocking or quite a now stopping or come from that's clear.
My show, bro.
Share video now. This is an American who I say we a defender now you do call left now share now lock here just striker non-co because the moment that you decide to have your other leg, so between you are blocking from the striker, no between commit a serious mistake. And Oshe pay the video, that is what the defender did. And say BBC in the bar. One thing that the defender should understand is this is not outside the penalty yard box. You are just inside the penalty yard box. And the little mistake that you do no be cost you team. And a cost to team at the end of it all, no, see a penalty. Now say that same football club now, why mistake against them, no, almost you are costing the team with a lot of points. That's the reason why Bashir for the Idiom commander and so can once. You see, say situation this is here. I know coaches and other people will try to come in and defend what they know. But as I watch the video that's now, it is quite clear. This is a beautiful penalty. Our defender no etimia committed that mistake, you know. This was a mistake because we defender now we experience near the left your ball to na nipa ne try say or swing go na so at the core right now cannot towards the water leg and side the to I think say is a clear penalty. I was a referee no edge at the toe. But we didn't come on now we come about the FA woman no we didn't come about your Black Queens know MON football, how they'll be able to have their development right after football and how they'll be able to be successful after football. Yana a MON football no a title ni ebi brim ha. Yana be doing komo be the fan say see sometimes these girls no most of them are well educated, some of them too are illiterate. Not illiterate in the sense that they cannot read and write, but then omu need that kind of knowledge when it comes to business outside the football no mobile no. Because naturally a man in sikape a chain ma a margin no in sika yana timbia no na yen say bibragin ye almost say beman a babe fana heno a sustaining no amana brabo no bona koye so she wouldn't think of investing the money now winyano right now no for future use and also for future reference. But this is a clear notion right now as we speak, you know. A man of football no shouldn't be overlooked when it comes to other side of the business, because I know a lot of a mabi bromo krumohanoma after their football no nyamamuye dende momo unlike a mema right after football say football no krano bono sankuya famana he knows what he can do to sustain his life. But a man bromo krumohanoma I mean right after football omo brabone ekoye some style be a man coach is doing saying the work room my mom opportunity to coach some of our national teams over here even the women's national league work room the only big clubs are being be a coach bia usikase metima kosoro no ampem da kwa and the abia has access and no campus kase the betim dia mom. So I think say mana omubo ye national teams a bibrenye timinya kwan etu kwan kwa abuchiri ekobo omubo at young age ebo ye national teams na bibrena apply the omu trade ewa abuchiri. I think say the moment has come for the FA in collaboration with other institutions to actually educate them on how they can be able to be sustainable when it comes to omu life to right after football, because oyoba na unyesika na I mean, all the family, all the year and immediate things. That's a right after football. When to me and born home any investment, bit my retro very well right after footballer. I think so we lose a lot of things. Now over the weekends, one game me share in the Ghana Premier League. Now I was very pleased with it. Was the game against Bechem United and then Vision FC. Last season for Bechem United, now a very problem for them. Their first 5 matches that they played, no more 3 points per. This season too, the first 5 matches of Bechem United, I think it has become quite difficult for them. Because before this particular game against Vision FC, I saw their defender, Yahweh Champion, talking about how important this game is Bechem United. Because in the last 5 games at Bechem United, Ometimina 2 points. Of which say Enkoye and Farmer Bechem United. And if they don't commit themselves, if they don't sacrifice, if they don't put up a star performance to enrich their targeter, Omeni Bebo Monsono, na Omori Edi Abafom, and Omukushi against Vision FC. That defender no Ujina ho hear that interview, and making sure say Obetimi encourage the morale of these kind of players. He was able to have a standout performance, and then he even gave out a goal against that particular game against the Vision FC, and they ended up playing 2 goals now. But the video be sent the production, so many they are to swamamia. How effective Yahweh Champion has been to this particular Bechem United Football Club. This is a particular young boy. At the time, Anna Osia kind Edema Bechem United. It's not only about Bechem United, but then he has played for a lot of teams. I quite remember in 2010-2012 he was playing for Dreams FC. From 2012, Ena Kotoko Fokoto didn't free Dreams FC. Didn't Kumasi Santo Kotoko. He played for just 2 seasons. So Muloni no, Emmanuel Kowada class, but then Anku Yan from in 2014. Ena Okobo in actual sense contract they call Latvia SK Babite no Kosina kind of momo from 2017 to 2018. Ena Okoko played in the trade Latvia. From there, coming Oksaba back to the Ghana Premier League, played for Bibeni Gold Stars. At that material moment in time, Bibeni Gold Stars are buying to the Premier League, and they were trying to find their feet in the Premier League. When he was playing for them, he made a close impact for the football club. 2018 to 2019, he played for them. Then from Bibeni Gold Stars, he went to Karela. From Karela to 11 Wonders. From 11 Wonders, Enoba and Zama Kotoko. Now to Bechem United. Right now, as we speak, over 27 years. So we'll check in the defensive player what body Bechem United this season. Even last season, he was one of these core men. Now old Bechem United. Only the qualities in Yamana or body Bechem United. Make me relate se me pay any other defender currently in our local league. And make me compare Yahweh Champion, but they be compared to the side of Samba Onel or Bodma Kumasa Santokotoko. Quite aggressive, quite patient. He makes sure say he can easily project from the defensive structure zone into the midfield. Only that kind of player or a static as a defender. Sometimes he comes in as a solid midfielder to support the midfielder so move infield, and also make a lot of long range passes from the defensive action into the other opponent or Mankasa halves. That makes me think. Say Bechem United after their 6 matches, so many a first win against Vision FC. Nasa Unyaya were champion before the match, all coming out very well. Or speaking for, Bechem United players, they said they should up their game, they should be committed to the football club. Now, no buying into the game, that's what she go, and making sure so a stand-up performance. No, we need that kind of what I think. So currently, as we speak, this guy will be one of these new defenders currently in Ghana Premier League. He should be, he should be looked for. So we'll check out Branto Yawe Champion. Ni miapane go for Yeboah TV3. And we'll see a kind of Kumasi Santo Kotoko Football Club. So football treat no ewa Branto anymore. And I believe say in the next games so dem be Bechem United no Abranti will say me ko Bechem United home akwa home matches this will be the boy I will look out to watch because of his qualities and what he has been able to give Bechem United since last season Obisi Akan at the moment. I think that he should be the new person to be looked out for.
Pante, medase pa go. Brother na family na me farmer frefo.
Na mpo me de.
No ye pa.
Na da me ase. Ball na mo share penalty me hu me bia on penalty. Yeah, the player was smart. The striker
no na me
the striker was smart. Be a referee.
Yes.
The striker was smart. So far long view no from a distance. Na sa wo sha.
Striker ni say ojina wani mo obenya penalties amount.
He was smart. He was smart. From this so from this side we go say oye ni bibia wie no. Even in ayaka oto e na nka no. Wo de hwe owie ni bibia wie no ha no. So on the nan. The nanny be see ho. Aba na tra or trebian san of a tofo. Tani nine. It's the nanny be see ho be and san a striker not for the striker was smart. But referee baby dinani can say we will be as smart. If you referee dinan, you can be as smart. Bechem for hoko omo first game kodim kugu they came complaining. Heart of Lions akwa the almost aba omo complaining. And when some no put canon, evident. And until you acquire young team cohesion and you back on your samba, the BI back on your samba because a mom did the leagues in only how is here in Mokumania. The same thing. I am going to do commanders and Kotogo boy also on a normal ground, your bob near year. You go to Kenya and Kotogo. Go to Kenya to conquer body because of Unis squad back on your daddy, but deserve units wasn't Kotogo. The league deserve units 1 million go stars. Did the more you what you are suffering, no about Chrome, not when you born about Chenwa. As what me show and as what me the point to call. And yet by force or about Chrome Tintina unit, that mentality in teams no any idea yes so far. Uko be Chroma by all means as what me show. Once a war game the ampon, it me boy booming baby to us wa. And the more reason why we are suffering. You be coswa if see and say again. Sa be so a bad mistake back ya tum but the trot to us wa. Any other sense now. Nida ko yan kan kire ne se wa DBS or pre ho on pre gadget facilities with work not salaries e tua okruma so we kotoko na one work money ali money sisi so na ne ya me no kasai ono kwa akobọ match ni krum ho no and now they take it ni go so or just 70 cedis. The VVIP near 23 million or do a VVIP crew makotoko untime ni 1,000 Ghana crown will be me
500 Ghana 300
so let me check half
I asked
untime ni and only idea so can yet salaries out na kotoko yet team kese no even if no crap which of course no crap no crap say kotoko ne has the two players I can when no crap the minimum no crap players teams ni bi twom players kayi pa teams ni bi mu twom players kayi pa e okrum ha ntisa ka ko VVIP won 23 million e no bi en e be ma
I don't know we are pass off say be bom
stadium ni be bom ma we be bom ma won say una bi kra nto we mu na ese won mo ku enye Bechem United no enye be ni Gold Stars na Samates mu na ese kotoko no mo nto kwa say ni pie players kayi. What is every man we don't do that to Chroma. And then the more reason why yes 10 short slow-mo videos against Kotoko. On play back ball say Busira as one ball Aito Sulia Inusan Kohe a series of man go and that is fetching them money. Bibi omuye systematically no man go gadget the year money and daddy. These are the people Kotoko need to compete with them. And you could tear the players car. Now tear players ne car. Now the league no Kuruma have na go Africa na if you wonder. So I don't know monche no muni hum komo. Omu afutu bi omu kan kire mpanimfo no muntimi no mayi. Koku work for na she Kotoko Kuruma ba still omu na yo. No me catch and I was me catch what fun was send me say wa mama Kotoko details ni na me person de number na be to abonten wa mama Kotoko details a Kotoko di ba krumu ni na o de mama Kyerese wo mo no they are leaving no 2 on 10. Kwa no pay year we wa ma me kotoko take it time akotoko betu nyampo china time akotoko ba be duru. So a work fan.
A fan.
Yes. Ba me nyindi. Oh, you know kure me nyindi. E no nmu wa na me head man o via na mu say wa send me message. Obedada me my good brother na ade. Na me say that you want me hu ni ba kro ye. E no hwe number na e Morocco number 212.
Wow.
Omo painful no e dia ye omo nyoma nti omo nyoma nti me jai koto say ye kwa da bi o omo nyoma din sa o nti omo hwe na omo hwe omo tapo mu nzu
o communication director say work you over I for how they say how now ahome so who do say work you over hype
omo over hype manenka
I say
omo over hype
to muti ba over hype da wu Stephanie Aziski o hear hype
Kwagu ayana ayemi
Lord about o hear hype Lord you say why chino o hear hype
people that you expect them to give you that a year I want to find
and only the say a day of it. Only protocol communications there. Do you know make it such a comment?
I want to find
I want
to find a better way.
Are they realistic?
You don't tell me say work team you overhyped.
What's your mother you overhyped?
Kwaku,
yeah,
you don't do that.
Why?
The last time I sat here and told you about Bakasu, Umuno, Ubia Kope go near here, Mese Kwaku, let me do this with you. Wow, say give me Ubia share, and also on your time as I go him. On Munya ye, Dini Nano. Nako to go in 2 and 3 pool. Omubano Maclay. To go have a Bakasu bebo born is saying. Omo no dinner. Penalty box nano. 2 and 3 now for Mupo Kama, Ubia alert. And the ball came straight to him. And look at the technique or the ball was on the 2 net. Aside now, Kotoko elbow now Kotoko on the video analyst, Kotoko see a share work for me. Because make na me think work for videos bear 3. Or me games about Tina day and Kotoko for na share. I on it. But Koku game no more in the game they are doing tactics, they are reading game or communicating to or technical members no even in the game giving information. Video analysts or more performance managers yes they are communicating to a for obeying to and taking decisions. In the second half, 47 minutes I saw the shares are going, and since then they decided to let's do our normal thing. They come for a respectable scoreline. You relax it, you know more. Because park nenye, you chroma see, you place no more outside the bar. Or Mr. Park into mobile. Into almost one mobile park, Papa, into a park nenye, to a more. What they are Kotoko, what didn't win him? Can I just say like I throw was a or Mokono, now carry Tamaki 5, or say Kotoko Binya, and cowboy Patrick I see you a tray. No ball, you say for one a name, tray for me, you know. Because on board we play, no block you. Say Shaibu in prayer, or was Shaibu too. No, just to block the win play. Oh, call you want to be more. Almost 6 Nibi. Somebody
I say football. Omuni yeche ko wo yi da aka no ama wo say you fia ro ba yo say ball aso ube ti bi o wa mo
ntina ndra me ka tell say ye hwe chame lion chameleon o ma be dada o ma ball real ball no Morocco
na ha so fa gan show mo ha sa so jo mo ha o mo say nti say ya no mo tie ko ball o mo mebo o mo experience players that ball number 4 DC since 2016 to 2019 wabotin no tournament bi so bubia ko wabo ntudo ba he amran TV the newi ai David wakwa otimeje ball no and they know him oje ball na Ghana ha otwenya na etwa no na kotoko nya fa otwenya na etwa no odo pa akohwe they gave him the chance to operate odu box man more close no ball na to akoni Hubert Joe in the first 10 minutes in the game he was visible or bobo edumrebi omuyini out. After what Danny friend him go be down no because ya zero on view onya bi mo. Adabo a player that ojibo na. So when you be am possible na mo and they make sure to ojibo na onyu be am pass man. Omo ni tun family wo. do them say, Opa, oh yeah, Kotokonia, game na da massive on ho, oh YouTube. Just go back again and watch the game. Now I know how to go game no. Omo me for so omo how mo because when you about parking in here, omo how mo experienced players. Opening board a ball.
After the game, Uzema Frank Naro. Musician Frank Naro. On a former Bichim United captain. Agrega Minipai. Sally Fumoro. Omuko Kushia Ziski. I'm with an auto sign this area. A ball model.
Marco Shell Mre, Makula, Robert Kotoku.
8 p.m. Saturday.
So that's it. Me for the board. Come for the coin. Monarchy. I go na American. Go. Kwakubumba will free your board.
But Aziz Kini there.
And I'm sitting no mad now.
Na me Koku no cry no.
Of pass my idea. Hey, Koku. Obo born. Born Eban. He will free ba. No, he have you. We will free ba. Now technique no. 2 and 3 so for put pepper 2 and 3 no. On. So Obo free ba. Into the blinds are
anyway. Walid Hussein.
There's what continue to corner no. Omo be pem. Into the same.
Now see do a boss number wait. You should have one tracking the player.
Could these guys omo ni bo na eno man kan jero.
I'm call Luther King say
omo camera na omo dey omo camera na omo dey adwuma no. Sony FX30. Me say body ni nko a lens nka direct mo a body ni nko a lens nka ho 350 million. Kotoko mu a home the phone e twa highlight ni ade. Mo phone ni abro.
I pass it in you. Oh, Nas man question. Aziz pass and I be pass no di agro. What a question na her. Pass and my camera be the red card. Oh, a question na her pass and I be a measure. As a ball no di agro. Now what?
Communication director say you overhype.
No, but I mean, you for the out to change.
Oh, when you bought the
football do no. Now onya you as your obodisu ye bi so
bibia mo ya de che omo wo soro bibia mo che
no credit e mo kotoko players mi yansa se sulia o sa boa said no na ebo 3 ono boa inu sa sulia and Aziz ki ball mo no lanchi sulia
pass we pa ese ma her pass ne sa that mean technique no the ball
when me say omo nko ji Morocco na 20 no mo players mi yansa se o omo do ombe integrate omo into the team omani abiri ye football o wa ha on call ball mo de no so do mamo ko United lo
so obi buza question nipa no question answer me pass nipa no buza say from 2022 ko play or that team no mu o ka ka mu say mo anya obi ana 2022
na ayi pe na o player wa che okotoko
boy
mi Peter bi wa kwa the 10th season ni
amidu akwa na che okotoko
no
the 10th season ni o okotoko
da so on ayi ba pe
ono ai
ansu I don't know about Jansu.
Oni ensu.
Omo 3rd season.
Omo 3rd season ni.
Omo makani obi enu we di 3 seasons.
Omo na 2-1.
Ana ko professor ko champion confederation cup.
No ba next year dem omo ni say omo team central for Kroma kakra. Sa ma pump players 10.
Ini adwuma. Ini mi ansa ho.
No dabi. Say you fine dabi am na no. O kwase mo so
mami uni ska na mkwalepe. Saying no per $4,000 a month. You young farmer. Aziz Kiji say
40,000.
Expect God about somebody to lead because they will go somewhere around $3,500. Kotoko campaign.
But no man you should work on it. Because they say Peter Abi do akwa. A young player prospect. Abi. So already here January ba obobo ne say ma you kra ton no man.
Then they make come because
no ton no man ko say wanye ne sa na yese. Da bia no be player interest and be club interest. A club ne be boka o. E be ba be ye. Ti say ba bi ti say I say stepping stone your ba be ha no there because foreign based player bia you so ye or ye traveler me wa. Foreign based player bia traveler.
Be to aboy good aboy last na there.
Foreign based player bia traveler. So bana na asesa masi Africa egui na no muze kofu ebobo wie na omudi ne chi hwe ni omunya na omode ne be ye omade edi so obo na you fi na January na bi bo fa bi ba na hwe na be we ya quick na waje atuba bi no ko yeso obekokwa enu na ekukotoko de bia foreign base player bia ba okokwa
na sa bonzo yi so last no pen last time e dey na wa ma fi no ba free
Mammy, I'm a farmer for waiting out join your friend. Our lower TV set. No, now what year or honey acquiring 0206 33 4747 0206 33 4747 0206 33 4646 0206 33 4646. Now what joining na Yahweh ya creating na boa. Now near daddy Champions League result you criminal. And the Femi Lopez IB2. Eddie Ama Basa, so Washi 2 goes Basa to Olympiacos Snell and Kairat Amati, and so any path was given on. Obi intimi amposo ni on kwatena. Memfa call Odikai. Mebajo di any baby afrefi.
Champion fantastic ABOU deeply.
Ogoro meet you.
Yo, senior Mamia Fantastic Sport, the Tipunana, the Ababa, but Moya analyst. The best players our experience of the team. Or the one the opponent and the up and the in a nano ball of Moko, he says, I can have to put I can work and competition in Ghana at 3 points. I'm saying with the first people they are to me. I'm cheer some Pokuna to Mama Teparana, better union.
Mate, Medase Palmer, and I'm a far from. About you, Danny baby Alfrefi.
But your speaker, the Casafi, especially Eliuku.
Ozens are you boko there?
The patron Yamia don't boko.
Me too, Minia.
You, get them a senate, my pa, Moya Diabua, or my Ghana. You go a cancro. You best say Kumasia Sante Kotoko and Penny Four. Say, I say, the Omoyano, you said them who you may be in the Sukasi. Yetaria now, into your slow. Safino crowd as soon as you play at the back, and on the top crowd. I almost told the any boy, Nanka, you near the Bina, Jow, money is out to be breed. A bassa at the church of Musana, young Quanim, and Tia Simpany for no, or Motion or some family, Edamas.
Martin Mazomeda, Mary, and I'm far from. About you, Danny baby Alfrefi.
We want to Fernando to look at the show of Washi.
Adam, so what's boko there?
Of Washi Boko.
Me too, Minia.
The Academy come coach Basil here for now, all kind of refugees at Semono. And yet, we are Panatina, Egyptian, that didn't know complain. It's a new Tieni Casadi, no Castle back Marceno.
Yeah, me chechi mukra, me chechi.
And the Anoa, young man. I coach you with Tiano, and I'm sure none of you know Casano. And where be a clear penalty, they won't be their life. And see an animal to wear a penalty, or be no big matter to wear the any penalty. Medacina, I focus in a ball marathon, or Mutin in a year, and the new one or moving year, a children in the come out.
Martin Melzomeda, Samir far from a patch of Danny baby Alfrefi. Hello. Come on, by our Sony TV as so then. Now, I'm going to far from why. Hope for no lower to we shall dear why our Sony TV as so. The battle, dear baby Alfrefi.
The son of Kwame,
my battle man is Okakrama Minia.
The son of Kwame, make that person.
Kwame meet you.
But I must have him.
Ajumada was.
Nana, dear, no people. Company for a year, share Kotoko, Ebo, and Capana, the one. PCC had done a lot to keep that, a wrong, a good eat out of my mind. It's moment that a foot mark of Ghana, share for people who move a Cabronia, the monarch on the wall. Kotoko Common man, I brought the lock of the red card. This will be unfounded.
I'm not going to way.
Kotoko player being our body painting.
Joseph Ablon, I've an Abronia.
Or no, on Abron.
Abronye.
Men on the cat, you think Abron.
I don't know when Abronye.
What I shall say, for the red card, Muzuka, never come to go. I say, Beck, the red card. Ghana and Penny Funny and Rocky, Mommy, Ghana, on the football for family.
Mate ma be fa. Mate me so be da se pa ma be fa fofo. Me pa cho di any baby out for fi. Hello. Yeah, me pa cho di baby out for fi.
But I say me is alo me ka sa sitapa.
Me pa cho takwa boko de.
Nam na boko.
Me ti o mi nia.
Ya wani say wa before ni de. Nya ga kotoko no o ka mo ko me nyoma. Eni so ma na mo ba no mo de kotoko be e training. Amu training ma un fan say first league high top be training bi no mo ba e ko o de wa quality ne infrastructure nya da de no kana. Actually say yeah sada de ya attach. Pegana football in the Agobi area. Because then I work for the ball now. And I made a minute I have to call from almost Nanya Wamuka and I say, oh, my idea 5 or the correct 5. The open show with him.
Mate, made us a mirror and I'm a far from about the any baby out for fee.
Yes, I
report me too. Me too.
ABOU, I think we all make time to share Kotoko. Any golden mama.
Golden cakes.
The team now who is here. I must get Ghana for the Majan to meet Masawaka. A garden come a woman back. I say, who you know, Master of my idea? But what for no TV show? Oh, Master, where we know Kotoko farm, call baby. Among you here, I can't have a Pajinigan. Lava now come from Sada. Yem Korean Mumbai said, Yem Pakistan, in a 3 in a phobia, area back. And I've been once the way no credit. The bomb press of the Kokoka with no massive Shomanyama. Now moving forward, and no more than me.
Matilda Yamisha, I'm in for you, cattle on any PGM. On our cattle, Dini baby Alfrefi.
Hello.
Yes, our Dini baby Alfrefi.
Yeah, I believe we tell no crew.
But I was there, Rose.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Me ton ka Dino se afro se mpacho.
Me ka tafi de kem.
Me bacho meet you.
Yeah, friend so for there.
Also meet you.
And then the county we go for say you had the apostle of Ghana football ma. ABOU na no mo ni ko radio work. We support the sana e ball na e wo kotoko ball na ro. Ko company mfo na yenya mo na say ni ABOU na mo you amount ni apeno lumba bo indiwase kujika sa sio ni prayer sa sio gravity sana kwa makotoko timu mbani hiyo. The DIABY also mobile marketing record. Any activity Ghana had a in things can get the more can get a friend in one day. Among money, so many one that Ghana is born on common. I couldn't imagine she never be a boy in mother.
Mate, made us a pie, Yafan Pena for Pijamo. Yamocha, Ebesan Bana Yababe to us. Quick one, 30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Ragu? Or there was a porters be few norm correct. Then Brammy teacher my Zulu account. La Sula Lana Chaman Zulu, Runia 74,000 Ghana series, 740 million. Tiano could have put over the Basen Kovoa Cranny. For the second way, they were city. And over here, supporters name free few for Butupsi can cover border. Kibinian Nipa 5. We officials, Nifro Kibinian Nipa 5. Must say hyper work for supporters, chairman, and Jesus Gamba, supporters, my studio. Kuvara saka price natural. Park never bomber. Ajo perform. Okumicha funyina.
Ajo ko.
DIABY. Yeko mamenchia Mrs. Gertrude Asamoah. Owo Bantama na oye saloon ewo honum na ewie me feature na oka ehwo asenchem se ohye pa. Afenso mamenchia Kwame Eto ene Zuba omoso wo ye chire ye omoso show no mo fendi agrokra de bia omohwe omohwe ma bibia timi ko nte Kwame Eto ene Zuba mamenchia am kwan so nkroso
ko kunya time wa wakọ ex neso na ko wa winipa ho eye Mickey Junior another ko posting kotoko training na yino na ko South Africa for nens mo ka kire Ghana for msa de Ghana e twa grass na no one that time for kra ni twin was park na ko yi twin was ko he de wako kan
mo see over hype ko do ho ni training ground those will be hype
even the under time don't train in such fields in SC no man
that is the
no
truth.
man Ghana is embarrassing and no
that is the truth
sina machoko we
only training ground those hype
me see Mickey Junior
ai bibia won kotoko ne eyi ko boy team no crowd South Africa pitch papa bi no omo me
sa pitch na ni papa na bi okroma
better than a grass post stadium
enya no kore pitch we pitch mo kan bi na Royal Kazi overhype
overhype ko training ground
mo ko no ko
the map ya mo che research mo kan mo ni kan
overhype ko training ground mo nchire ya na ko ja
mo nyina ase